There's gotta be more to this life, man. Just waking up, existing, this ain't cool at all. I gotta take a chance. This can't be it.
Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge to never live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to I just want the best, you can't stop this feeling. Rap over everything, my only option. Really, since a kid, I've been dreaming, believe me. But tryna fight through all the hate ain't always easy. Yeah, I've been through a lot, I know it's cliche, but you gon' see the tables turn like a DJ. I'm just carrying out this prophecy. No ifs, ands, or maybes, I got to be Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Gotta live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge to never live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump.
It's about that time,
Cause I
dog.
ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to
I just want the best, I can't stop this feeling. Snap over everything, my only option, really. Since Wu-Tang Clan wasn't nothing to mess with, I had bars and the beats and the hooks with the message. Mine's off the pine, all my P's and Q's. CH got the juice, it's my time to shine. Haters like, oh, you follow Sean Carter's blueprint? Wrong hove, homie, this is God-honored movements. Why do I keep second guessing, though? Like I don't know where my blessings flow from, and how far would this endeavor go? But if I never take a leap, then I'll never know. Looking over the cliff, frozen and stiff, even though I'm bestowed with the gift to uplift. But the mind keeps racing, prone to what if, scared I won't reach my peak, blowing the drift. It's easy to exist, insist on resisting the risk that's consistent with greatness. Miss it or make it, time to face it, suck it up and own it. Every second I've lived has brought me to this moment. I'm so over the pump fake life, only got one chance to run, take flight. A few deep breaths while remembering my plans to never live my life on the edge. You know I gotta jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I finally realized why I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. Cause I ain't tryna live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump. These dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge, I pledge, I pledge. Yeah, I think I'm about to live these dreams before I'm dead, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, my vision clear and I pledge to never live my life on the edge. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump.
We only got one life to live, so why not live? Choice is yours.
I mean, the job's pretty simple. All I need you to do is just wake me up in the morning.
Oh, really? That's it? Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Any particular time you want me to wake you up?
Yeah, around 6:30. I think 6:30 will be good.
All right, and all I gotta do is wake you up, right? That's it. That's the only job.
Yep.
This is the easiest job I've ever had in my life, man. Yeah. Hey, can you hear me? It's time to get up. Hey, woo, yo.
Oh my God, shut up! Shut up!
But I'm confused, but you told me to wake you up.
Shut up!
Up.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
No. You said to wake you up. I'm just doing what you said to do. I'm not, you know what? But you said to wake you up. I'm trying to sleep and you gonna walk in here trying to wake me up. That's rude. I don't know what, like, why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? You see me in here sleep, but you walk in here talking to me, making noise like that, man, get out of here.
So, Tubi, everybody knows what Tubi is, especially black culture. So, you know all those movies that were going on Tubi? Those movies that were going on Tubi had a requirement, a minimum budget requirement to be on the platform. So let's say, hey, if I wanted to get my movie on Tubi, the minimum budget that your movie has to be was maybe $50K, $25,000. And then you can get your movie put on Tubi. Black people did that for years and years and years, right? But Tubi just did a rebrand, a brand new rebrand. And then guess what happened? They raised the amount of money that your production has to be to put a movie on Tubi. So now your production, the budget of your movie has to be $500,000, $1 million to get on Tubi. So now black people built up Tubi, and now you got to shoot better content to put your movies on Tubi. And by the way, Tubi's owned by Fox Corporation.
That's my point.
And here's the bigger point to the conversation that we have about black media is that what we blow up Tubi, and then Tubi makes revenue for Fox Corp. What does Fox Corp do with that money? They take that money
And reinvest
and reinvest it in Trump or programs programs that work against us.
Stand up, never lay down. Used to see us in the back, we in the front now. They tried, we did. Stepping up, no chill, I'm about to go in. Steady dancing in the clouds, I've been walking mounds, talking handshakes, smiles for the big win. Bomos on the reach in, trying to put their bid in, hoping they can slide just a piece in. But this ain't for the weak, for the hearts wanna sleep. Put a guard on your piece, gotta stand in your sleep. Take a breath and be meek, gotta take it from me. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. People used to talk how me could falling off, now they looking for my corner. Rap bomb on the backtrack, I ain't cutting no slack, it's a new water. Set my team real strong now. Kingdom coming like the sun now. Guaranteed on this walk, you won't believe, but his word is the creed, and my faith it goes free. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. Entangled entrapments, the pressures of being down. Transcendent traps and dead bodies have turned to clouds. Depression's a trophy for Gen Z, and socials will kill you with envy, fabricating the light through the enemy. My state, it is altered and change has occurred. Intention is heavy on serving this word. My being has meaning, no love lost, I mean it. I'm good, love, believe me, that's true, I don't think. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I
you feel like you hate everyone, eat. Low blood sugar tricks your brain into frustration. If you feel like everyone hates you, sleep. Lack of rest makes your mind misread every social cue. If you feel anxious for no reason, walk. Movement clears cortisol from your body. If you feel unmotivated, take a cold shower. That shock releases dopamine and wakes up your system. If you feel stressed, chew gum. Your brain reads it as safety and cortisol drops instantly. If you feel overwhelmed, clear your space. External order brings internal peace. If you feel insecure, stand tall. Your posture sends confidence signals back to the brain. If you feel lonely, help someone. Acts of service releases oxytocin, the connection hormone. If you feel hopeless, plan one small action. Momentum destroys despair. Just keep that in mind.
Can I get a green light? Wait, no, Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Yo, sir. Can I get a green light? See, I want everything. I want everything you promised me, Lord. Seems like it's taking way too long. Seems like it's taking way too long. Trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move. Can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh? Can I get a green light? And if you're waiting on the Lord, cause you take a better word, what you say, huh? Can I get a green light? With the whole world jumping. Can I get a green light? What I'm feeling doing nothing. Can I get a green light? I said I want but till I hear you saying something. Lord, I wonder. Can I get a
Yo, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this morning? Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope y'all are doing fine. Hope your lives are doing well. I hope your dreams are coming true. All of your wildest wishes, all of your hopes, and all of your aspirations. When you wish upon a star, all that good stuff. I don't know. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to ZekeLive in the morning. Great way to start your day. Glad to be here with y'all. Glad y'all have chosen to be here with me. And what a great day it is. We got off to a little bit of a late start this morning. I don't know. The whole Apple universe is just wild. Just trying to get a pre-show loaded. And really, honestly, I don't know how many people see the pre-show anyway. And going forward, that part will probably start getting cut out anyway. So I don't know. I was stressing out over that, trying to get the correct one loaded. I told y'all yesterday that the pre-show that was loaded was the wrong one. So let's see. We've been on the show. This is the third day this week because obviously we weren't on Monday. But we were off for all of this week. All of this week. We're off on Monday. But pre-shows were wrong all this week. So on Tuesday, it was, I clicked on the wrong pre-show. Accident, wrong click. Boom, by that time. Didn't realize it until it was halfway through the show. And I'm like, oh, wait, this ain't the right thing. Then yesterday, load up the right thing. Turns out there was a bad sound bite that was in there. And so then had to fix that. And then for whatever reason, that just didn't want to load up. Sometimes stuff don't be want to load up. I think that was more of an Apple thing than it was a StreamYard thing. So I won't blame StreamYard for that one. So anyways, I was trying to get it, trying to make it work, wouldn't work. All that. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. Is it going to sneeze? Maybe not. Allergies are going crazy. All that stuff. So I was stressing over it. I was like, you know what? Just start a pre-show, just get it going. People won't care. And so, anyways, I'm not going to stress over it. So technical difficulties got off to a little bit of a late start. But here we is, and we are together, and we are family, Lockstar family. So I'm glad to see y'all here with me. Man, great show today. We're just gonna chill out today. I'm talking through memories, going down memory lane. It's Throwback Thursday. I'm calling it Throwback Thursday. I think I deserve to give myself a song for that one. Hold on, wait a minute. I can't say. It's Throwback Thursday for me, talking about some of those different memories. You know, what are some of those memories that we have? And those memories a lot of times serve as teachers as time goes on. You know, did you learn from it? I don't think that there is, I'm going to say this with a grain of salt. I was going to say, I don't think there are bad memories. I do think there are bad memories, or maybe there are just bad situations that happen that you happen to remember and you can't let them go. And that's just part of life. That is what it is. But the question ultimately becomes, will those memories rest in our minds as check marks of bad times in our life? Or will we allow memories to be teachers for us? You know, like, here's a lesson of something that happened to me in the past, and didn't care for it. Here's how I grew from it. Or maybe it's those good memories. You know, good memories are teachers as well. I always say this when we do our check-in, when we do our checkout. We check in with our health and our mental health and all that stuff like that. I always say that, you know, those bad things that are going on, we like to look at those and dissect those when we're ready to approach them head on so that we can fix them. But oftentimes we forget to remember the good stuff and to pay attention to the good stuff, to take inventory of the good stuff and allow that to drive us and teach us. So even some of those good memories can become teachers as well. How do I replicate this good thing that happened to me? How do I don't know, how do I run that back? Some of us get stuck trying to chase good memories. I mean, that love you used to have back in the day for somebody and you can't seem to let them go. I mean, they loved you like nobody else loved you. And now you can't seem to let them go, or, you know, maybe trying to relive that old football and baseball glory. You know, we almost went to state and I could have went pro and I could, you know, we go through all those kinds of things, those good memories. And sometimes we get stuck. But the question is, how can memories serve as lessons for us so that, you know, as we live this thing called life on this little blue ball that's spinning around and going all around the sun, how do we, you know, I've heard it described as a little blue space ball that we're just sitting on. So as we travel through space on this little blue space ball, you know what, it almost comes off like we're insignificant in the vaster universe. But I mean, we matter. Each one of us matters. We matter to each other. We matter to our families. We matter to ourselves. We matter to the people that we impact. And so, you know, we can't be stuck. You know, it gets dangerous territory, if you ask me, if you ask my opinion, when we get stuck on memories. We get stuck, whether they be good memories, whether they be bad memories, when we get stuck and we're not allowed or able to take those memories, learn from them, grow from them, it hurts our influence. It hurts our mental health, hurts our emotional health, all that stuff like that. But, you know, you've got your memories. You've got them. You can't get rid of them. It is what it is. You can't just push a button. I wish there's some memories I wish I had that I could just push a button. Honest to God, I wish I could just push a button and pretend like it never happened. I wish I could just pray it away. You know, there's been stuff over the course of life. You try to drink it away, drug it away, sex it away. You know, all those words are words that get banned. So maybe I wish I could take those words away now that I've said them, because they all get banned on the social medias. But y'all know what I mean. You know, you try to bully it away. You know, you get an attitude with other people. You wish you could, but you can't just wish memories away. they're there. There's some stuff I wish I could get rid of, and I just can't. So the question is, what do I do with that? And the same question is to y'all. You know, what do you do with that? Maybe that's a good place to check in a little bit right here. Let's see. Give me a little bit of music in the backdrop. How about a little bit of music in the backdrop? I think this is nice right here. This one. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So, you know, what memories do you have that maybe you wish that you could let go of? And you know, you don't have to put it in the chat or anything else like that. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the comments on for those who know the drill. If you're watching, the comments will show up right there on the bottom left screen. I don't know my left or right. In the bottom right corner of the screen. I don't know my left or right. And you know what's crazy about it is I'm pointing left. Y'all looks like I'm pointing right, but I'm actually pointing left to make it point right. But anyways, the comments will show up down there, so you can of course show that. Leave your comments and they'll show up right there. We can see it. But anyways, you know, these memories. What kind of memories do you have? Maybe that you wish. You don't have to put in the comments. What memories do you have? When you just think about it, that you wish you could just let go of. You wish you could just, you know, get rid of them. You wish you don't have to think about it anymore. You wish you could just push a button and they're gone. Or what memories do you wish you could just push a button and that situation will come back around? You know, maybe again, like I said, you know, for some people it's a love that you want to share with somebody. For some people, maybe it's, you know, your legs used to work a certain way and your knees used to be all right, and now you get up out of bed, you got to do one of these. You know, and you wish you can go back to the good old glory days, and sometimes things just change. But you don't throw away the memory. You know, you don't throw away the memory. Sometimes you can't just throw away the memory. Sometimes you're stuck with it. So what do you grow from it with? We'll talk about that a little bit today. I'll tell a couple stories from my past. Maybe y'all will share a story or two. I don't know. But that's kind of what we're dealing with today. Nothing too harsh, nothing too crazy. Y'all know I've been also doing this. I've been talking a lot about stuff that's been going on with ICE and just some of the governmental things that are happening. Y'all know in Chicago, which is where we hail from, here for ZekeLive in the morning. Y'all know that in Chicago, there's been some crazy things that have been going on, of course, with ICE, of course, National Guard and all that. I'm talking about sending in the National Guard, not as protection for the city, but as protection for ICE. And so we're seeing that, you know, dealing with that. Yes, that those reports I think I mentioned yesterday about I think I did mention this yesterday. I think I did, might have been we'll be talking after, but I think I mentioned on the show about in the South Shore there was a raid on the building, finding out more information, finding out yes, first off it's a confirmed thing that happened. I actually saw it on the news as well. Where they had a building surrounded. The building apparently was a shelter for migrants. So they went in there, ran through there. It was very targeted. They went in. They did what they needed to do. Of course, people are seeing this, terrorized by this. Yesterday, I saw this on the news because I actually did watch the news yesterday. Yesterday, I saw this on the news. Pastor Chris Harris here in Chicago, Bright Star Baptist Church. That's Pastor Chris Harris is a big deal here in Chicago. And so we saw that in Bronzeville, Black Chicago, Bronzeville, ICE did a raid, ran up through there. Chris Harris happened to be there. He was doing a live and caught them while they were running through there. So, you know, this stuff is still real. This stuff is still going on. And unfortunately, this stuff, speaking of memories, is being locked into people's memories. They're being locked into people's memories. So, you know, what do we do? What do we do to help people? Well, we're still doing this Know Your Rights campaign. We're actually getting some stuff together. I got to work and finish and finalize some stuff today. Next week, we'll be doing some canvassing around some of the areas of Chicago that we work with. Just maybe knocking on some doors, passing out some stuff, little cards, little flyers. So, you know, checking what we can print, how much we can print, where we're going to go, getting our outlines together for that, getting our plan of action together, and really starting really, really heavy on that Next week, again, I told you that we'll have some level of announcement for if you want to get involved with that. If you're in the Chicago area and you want to take a day, ain't saying you got to go out all the time, but if you want to take maybe one day, notice we're usually out there for 2 or 3 hours, depending on where we're going, what we're doing. Usually is, like I said, 2-3 hours long. Hitting the block or something like that. We can use all the volunteer support that we can get. Again, this is not about political stance, not for me. It's about other people. It's about political stance, about religious stance, about all that. I think those things might inform some of what we do, but the heart of what we do when we're doing this stuff is dealing with the trauma this caused people. Just ordinary, regular, everyday people. I'm everyday people. Yeah, all the everyday people who are dealing with this, traumatized by this, memories that are being set up in their mind. Like I said, speaking of memories, all these memories that are being set up in their mind that are traumatizing them, we want to make sure they're okay. And on a human level, make sure they at least know and understand their rights. And I will say this much. Like, I do understand that people's rights are being trampled over. We see that, we know that, we get that, we understand that, we don't like that, we hate that. We don't want to see that. We wish that weren't the case. Unfortunately, it is the case. However, people still are going to need to know their rights because they need to have at least a fighting chance. It's one thing to have your rights trampled over, but if you don't even know what rights are being trampled over, you don't even know how to fight. And so you don't even know if you're allowed to fight. Because, let somebody get told, and they're not even allowed to be in the fight. You're not really one of us. You're not a citizen. All that nonsense. So we'll be doing, like I said, some canvassing and some other stuff around that. Really starting real heavy next week, kind of putting the things together. And we'll keep sharing you guys. We'll keep sharing that stuff with you guys. Like I said, yesterday's episode, you'll never know when you might need that information. You'll never know when you might need to share this information with somebody. You'll never know when you might need to pull that information out yourself. I told the story, we'll talk memories today, but I told the story of a memory yesterday when a lady was an advocate for me when a situation was happening with me and the police. And had it not been for her, that situation might have just gone a whole lot different. But because her, and I guess it was her husband, because they were out there, saw what was going on, saw what was happening, she started asking some questions. Hey, she started saying some stuff that just kept me level. Hey, stay calm, baby. It's all right. Don't worry. Hey, is there someone we can call? Things that were not going through my mind in the moment. Thinking about who to call. I was just trying to figure out what was going on. I was caught off guard. I was just trying to process the situation I was in. And I wasn't thinking about basic things like call somebody. Hey, stay calm. I wasn't thinking about none of that stuff. The only thing I was thinking about was what was going on. It took somebody to bring it to my recall, to bring it to my recollection, bring it to my memory. Say, is there someone I can call? Yeah, there is. What numbers do I know? It took me a minute to process. Call my mom. My mother's number, da-da-da-da-da. And my girlfriend's number is da-da-da-da-da. Just call those two numbers, and they'll figure out what to do from there. And by the time I got to the jail, there was somebody that was already working on my behalf, already moving, because somebody thought to ask the question. Somebody knew I had some rights. So we'll share those kinds of things with you. You never know when you have to bring that stuff out. Again, speaking of memory, let this stuff get lodged in your memory, not because I'm trying to radicalize you. Everybody got time for that. I ain't got time to figure out my own schedule, let alone radicalize somebody else in their schedule. And they have control over that. No time for that. But what I do want to make sure is that people's humanity is being taken care of. And sometimes you might, at one point in time, you might end up needing to be the agent for the very humanity that is being stripped away from somebody else in a moment of crisis or a moment of distress. So we'll share some of that info with you. If you want, like I said, if you want to get involved in canvassing efforts and other stuff like that, we'll have some of that for you. And then let's take a music break. But before we do, let me throw this. Staying in that same vein, Live Free. We're having our annual statewide convening on the 24th and 25th of this month. Yeah, that's right. The 24th and the 25th of this month. So we definitely want to see you there. You are invited. Make sure if you want to register, get registered, send an email, chrcapc@gmail.com. We will help you get registered. There'll be some basic information that we'll need in order to get you registered. But you have to register through a member organization. We're a member organization. I'm inviting you as CHRC site coordinator at APC Morton Park. I'm inviting you to come take part in this. And incidentally, this happens to be, they decided to do it at APC Morton Park. So we're actually the host site for this convening. So I would love to see y'all there. It will be really awesome. Like I said, if you want to come though, we need to get you registered. It's free registration because I'm inviting you through my organization. You're coming through our org, but as part of our membership organization. So it is free in that sense, but we do got to get you registered. And there's some steps that have to be taken for that registration. I can walk you through those steps, or we can, try to help get that done for you. So if you're in the Chicago area, 24th, 25th, want to see you. And if you're interested in singing that Friday night, we're going to open up with we'll call it the praise and worship. We'll be opening up with that. And I've got slots open for people to be able to sing along with us. We're going to do, I am just all sinus drainagey. But we're going to have a special version, if you will, of Healing Voices for that. And so next Thursday, that's the second Thursday of the month. And then the fourth Thursday, which is the night before, we'll have to sing. We're going to do 2 rehearsals, learn some songs, some stuff that's really simple, actually. Very easy to catch on to. It's geared at making the audience sing along with us, all that kind of good stuff. And so we definitely want y'all to participate in that if you want to, and if you're interested in singing. I know some people be always asking me, Zeke, when you gonna do something? When you gonna have something we can sing along with? When you gonna do something that ain't gonna have us jumping around like with too much energy? And all people be asking me that part too. Yes, this is one of those chances. This is one of those times. I'll be at the helm. I'll be leading that. And again, you're more than welcome, more than invited. So come on through. We love to see you there. Other than that, let's get ready to take a music break, and we're going to come back. Of course, we'll name the day and do our morning affirmations, all that good stuff. So if you want to hear this song down right there, if you want to hear that, then make sure that you say good morning. Make sure you name the day so that we can hit our gong, because those serve as our morning affirmations. We'll be right back. Couple songs y'all know I love. Couple hot songs in the streets right now, in these gospel streets. And we'll be right back. Nathan Davis Jr. I've been playing this song quite a bit, almost every day, but I've been vibing to it every day. So y'all get the vibe with me. We'll be right back after this. All right.
Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah. The devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah. Don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah. Walking with him ain't no second guessing. Yeah. Some call it luck, but I call it a blessing. Yeah. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me, yeah. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Walking with him ain't no second guess. Somebody love, but I call it a blessing. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking you, Lord, for
Can I be honest with you? Sometimes my heart gets to racing and I get impatient. Can I be honest with you? I get so lost in the matrix and I wanna trade places. Cause I thought when I fell you would walk away. It made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. I know every time I drift away, you catch me with grace. And I'm better with you, with you. Cause mountains only move by faith. But I'm better with you, with you. Giving me peace I can't explain. I know true love never fade. No one can replace it. You came down and made a way. Now I'm better with you, with you, with you. I'm honestly better with you. Now when I think about the times I tried to walk away and went astray, still you love me. How could I go be so blind and hide, trying to conceal the truth revealed in you? Cause I thought when I fell you would walk away. It made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. I know every time I drift away, you catch me with grace. I'm better with you, cause mountains only move by faith. Lord, I'm better with you, I'm better with you, I'm better with you. Giving me peace I can't explain. I know true love never fade. No one can replace it. You came down and made a way. Now I'm better with you, with you, with you. I'm honestly better with the mountains. There's a river that don't run dry. Deeper than oceans, there's a water that brings us back to life. There is no greater revelation than the lamb that came down and sacrificed. I'm running, I know who I gotta do. I'm better with you. I'm better with you, cause mountains only move by faith. But I'm better with you, with you. Leading you, Jesus. Only you, Jesus. I know true love never fades. No one can replace it. You came down and made a way. Now I'm better with you, with you, with you. I'm honestly better with you. Oh yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Honestly better with you. I'm honestly better with you. Oh, you. Oh, Lord. You. All right, I got coffee now. I might be all right now. I got some coffee. Hey, y'all. What's up? So I might be doing a little better now. I don't know. I might wake up a little bit now. I might actually wake up some. So, welcome back, ZekeLive in the morning. Glad y'all are here. Great way to start your day. Glad y'all decided to do it with us. If you haven't done so already, of course, I got to ask you to subscribe. If you're over on the YouTube side, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff to let you know when we go live. And, of course, on the Facebook side, you can like us, you can follow us, you can do all that stuff like that. I think you can also turn on notifications on Facebook as well. I don't know. I don't really know how anything works anymore on Al Gore's interwebs. I don't know how any of this works anymore. I just know you can do this stuff, and I know some kind of way y'all find y'all's way over here to ZekeLive in the morning, and I thank y'all for that. So make sure you like, subscribe, following, all that stuff. Always feel free to share it I promise y'all. I promise. Other people might get mad if you share their stuff. I promise I won't get mad. Y'all can share it with somebody. Y'all can tag somebody. Y'all can put hashtags. I don't care what. You can take clips, spread it around, spread it like the gospel. I don't care. Other people might get mad. I won't. Go ahead with it. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. And I do appreciate the help that y'all give to keep this show rolling, keep this show moving. Speaking of keeping this show rolling and moving, and we're about to do our morning shout out and affirmation. So again, if you haven't said good morning, please be sure to say good morning. Please be sure to say good morning. We are going to do that. However, I think, and I don't know. If not next week, maybe the week after next, but I might do this next week, and I'm just letting y'all know this. I might take a few days off. I really do need, we do all this talk about morning check-ins and how is your mental health and are you getting rest and all that we talk about all that kind of stuff, and I think that I might need that. I think I was going really, really hard for a minute there, and I need a break myself. So we're going to work that in, make that happen. We were supposed to do something. Y'all remember the ZekeLive in the morning thing? We're supposed to make something happen with that. We'll see if maybe we can get that back on the table. But between my wife's health, Rhonda in and out the hospital. My wife in and out the hospital. Rhonda was getting done with her surgery and all that stuff. She wasn't in and out the hospital. Lord Jesus, find that up. But no, she wasn't in and out the hospital. She was just recovering from surgery. And then, of course, my wife had been in and out of the hospital with her health. We just didn't make that happen. I got this sneeze that will not come out. And it is y'all see it all in my face. Hold on. Woo. There you go. Woo. The devil. Lord have mercy. Y'all, that sneeze been bothering me for the last 15, 20 minutes. Hold on. There's another one that's coming through. I sneezed in 5. So another one gonna come at some point. Hold on. Wait. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That is awful. Oh, my Lord. This is the season, Jesus of Nazareth. Anyways, oh boy, look, that brought tears to my eyes and everything. Anyways, I will probably take a week off so I can sleep in, reconfigure. We're going to do some rebranding a little bit with the show here. I've been talking about how this is probably the last week that we'll use the platform that we use right now. We use StreamYard, which to StreamYard's credit has been all right for us. They've not been terrible. They got their ways. Now, I ain't going to sit there and act like that ain't the case. I mean, every week it's a different issue. So I ain't going to act like that, but we're going to explore with a different platform. So we'll be doing some of that stuff, but I might take a week off next week. So y'all just stay tuned for that. Would y'all promise y'all come back, though, if I take a few days off? This is one thing when you start getting into a routine, getting into a habit, then you take some days off. You be like, dang, will the people come back? Are they going to stop listening to us after that? So can you take a break? And you feel kind of sometimes bound by that. And I don't really want to feel that way. I guess when we come back, whoever comes back, come back with us. That just is what it is. But that mental health break is necessary for me right now. So anyways, all right, let's do this. Let's say some more to shout outs. Let me say some good morning. We'll let you know more about that as it's coming up. Like I said, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. It'll let you know what's going on. We might have a couple reruns that we just playing there or put stuff together so we can still have the show, still give you a great way to start the day and just clip stuff, maybe. And we're just going to kind of reformat a few things how we do it. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I ain't going to hold you. It's going to get tiring sometimes. Not that I don't like it. It's just tiring. I still work a full-time job. Just ramping up right now with that. Some of the things that are going on. Of course, there was stuff that was going on with church. So I probably should have done what the original plan was actually happen last week. Last week we're actually not going to have the show. That was the original plan. It just didn't work out that way. So I got to take that moment of break. So thank y'all for always at least understanding that joy is only here as well. All right, let's do some more of the shout outs though, because that's talking about future stuff. We are in the right here and right now. And in the right here, right now, We've got people that have said good morning, and then right here, right now, we got people who are naming the day, giving us some affirmations. In the right here, right now, we have a first comment. Yes, who that first comment is? It is Mrs. Johnny Rideout. Y'all give it up for Mama J. Rideout. First comment of the day. I love it. I love it. That's Eric's mama. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. Eric's not with us this week. He's been traveling, so y'all keep him lifted. We always keep him lifted up when he's on these roads, especially for some of these little back towns and some wild places. So we keep him lifted up, and I'm sure his mother appreciates us doing that. But y'all give it up for Mama Johnny Rideout, and she says good morning, and I gotta read it the way she writes it. Good morning, everybody. She says today is I am tired Thursday. In case I get my phone, there it is. Let me hit that one more time. Yeah, she gets she named it. There it is. I am tired Thursday. And I don't know about y'all, but some of y'all might be feeling a little bit tired too. You might be feeling a little bit like you need a woosah moment, like you need a rest. I told y'all that's what I'm gonna take next week or the week after. We'll figure out when. But we're gonna take some time off. We'll have to. For the sake of my own mental health. All right. Anyways, thank you to Mama Johnny Rideout. Y'all say what's up to her. Make sure y'all go show her as much love as you can. And then look who else we got. We got Miss Brenda Rose saying good morning to me, my wife, Eric. I know what that means. I got Brenda Rose. Let's see here. Let's see. I thought I saw you put another one in there. There it is right there. I'm going to put the long form on there. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Locke, Eric, Rich, Rhonda, Jamaica, all the parents. Look at that, all their families, all the listeners. And look what she says. It's thankful and thirsty Thursday. Ooh, thankful Thursday. Of course, y'all got a lot to pray for. We got a lot to pray for. Thirsty Thursday. Well, I am thirsty, and I'm thirsty for coffee that I done poured, which I think will be very soothing on my throat after I just did a very harsh series of sneezes. Like that was, you know, sneeze and it just hurt. Like it just hurt all of it, and so it changes the way you talk. I don't know if y'all can hear. I can feel it in the way I'm talking. So I think the coffee will be very soothing situation. So thank you for that. For Thirsty Thursday, there it is right there. Y'all get the Brenda Rose. Now I know some people, you know, in Chicago, Thirsty Thursday, I used to this drive, and I can tell you without any people doubt that Thirsty Thursday in Chicago means something else as well. Like it's the first day of the weekend, baby. Some people, today is the first day of the weekend. Thirsty Thursday mean they going out. They going out. So shout out to everybody that's going out tonight. Y'all stay safe at the very least. Keep your eyes peeled, keep your head on the swivel while you're going out for your Thirsty Thursday. Thank you, Miss Brenda Rose. We definitely appreciate you always being here and always so wise and kind today. Look who else we got in the comments. My girl Linda Lawson. What's up, Linda? Mrs. Lawson. Good morning, beautiful people. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a blessed day. It's a blessed day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my phone for that one because we got a reason to recognize that you're blessed. Thank you for reminding us of that, Miss Linda, and also thank you for these two comments that I saw come off. Yes, take the time and rest and all that stuff, praying that everybody feels good. Yes, thank you for that, all of that. And then she said, bless you, and I was sneezing. I did that. So before I was trying to hold back the sneeze, now it's just all the drainage. Like but I did take some allergy medicine, y'all. I did take some allergy medicine before the show started, but it was like right before the show started. So sometime right around 8:45, I should be a little bit better. At some point around about 8:45, maybe 9 o'clock, I should be a little bit better. Let's see here. Y'all give a shout out to my boy Chris Hood. I think I gotta call Hood back. I didn't get to call him back yesterday, but I think this is hilarious. when he says, I'm better with food. I'm better with food. So I think what he's trying to tell somebody, Mrs. Inglehood, I don't know if you watching, but your husband is basically trying to tell you, I got you food. He's basically trying to tell you, feed me, like Seymour, feed me. Like, you know, get the man some food. Get that man some food. Oh, somebody get Chris Hood food. Somebody. Anybody. Good, I got you back. There it is. Right there. Shout out to Chris Hood. And look who else we got here. We got DJ Red Marcus Johnson. Now, y'all know he had been on the street for the first comment. You know, I think he had to take a break for a minute, you know. But he was the first comment for a while. Hold it down for the fellas. But that's all right. I believe our rain will come back. Anyways, he said, good morning, blessed people. And yes, it is good to see all of y'all. Good to see you this morning, DJ Red. Y'all. Is that really a church thing? That's like the third time I've said that. Blessed versus blessed. I said, good morning, blessed people. Like, I just did it so naturally. Just so naturally. Like, good morning, blessed people versus good morning, blessed people. Like, do y'all do the same thing? Do y'all ever catch a blessed? Or is that just old school church? You have to be in church for 35 years. I don't know. I told y'all, here's a memory, and this is a core memory of mine. For going to school every morning. And I think this might be part of why I was blessed. We used to say that every morning. Have a blessed day. And you know, when you're young, you just kind of take it for granted. We're like walking out of the door. My mother would say that. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. My grandmother would say that. Have a blessed day. Like, and you know what I mean? It wasn't like have a blessed day. It was a blessed day. And it's locked in my head. There's a lot of songs. Blessed day. Just the old way of approaching him to add the second syllable to stay in meter. You know. Anyway, good morning, DJ Red, and thank you for calling all of us the blessed people. We appreciate it. The blessed people. I do. I think I'm gonna call it the blessed people instead of the blessed people. That's what everybody gonna call it. They're gonna call it the blessed people. But I'm gonna call it the blessed people. So anyways, I don't know. We'll figure that out. I'll pick stuff up. But anyways, check this out. Marcus' name today. I almost missed it. I almost missed this. But I did. Here it is. It's Do Your Thing Thursday. That deserves the wrong hit. Do your thing Thursday. Do the thing you do and whatever you want to do. Yeah, do whatever that thing is you want to do. Do it. Yeah. Do it to ZekeLive in the morning. Like, share, subscribe. One of my favorite hashtags. You got this. We are locked. Look at that right there. I love it. Thank you, DJ Ray. Yeah, do your thing Thursday. What is that thing that you think you want to do? We checked in yesterday with our Wednesday well check, and we talked through goals, and we talked about, how is the health of your goals, all that stuff. So, yeah, definitely make sure that you are keeping it touch with that stuff. And then let's see here. I skipped over a bunch of people. I skipped over a Bronya. Oh my Lord, how did I miss a Bronya? It's like third comment. Here it is right here. She says, good morning, Lock Stars. It's almost Friday. Hang in there. Have a wonderful day. And if I had to name it something, I might call it Friday Eve. Free Friday. And of course, Bronya has the church late announcers. Welcome to ZekeLive in the morning with host Zeke Lock, co-host Eric Rideout, Rich Holmes, along with Ron DeCohen. Grab those cups. It's vibe. Grab those cups and let's vibe. I'm sorry. With Throwback Thursday. What have you learned down the years? What have you learned down the years? How is it benefiting you right now? How is it helping you? And of course, we're going to dive into a little bit of that conversation this morning before we get out of here. So thank you, Miss Brony Cat. Definitely appreciate you. Y'all see how her name just got changed to Brony Cat? She's on Facebook now. So we got the real name of Bronya. But on the YouTube side, y'all know Brony Cat. Brony Cat 1. So now we just Brony Cat. Like, it's stuck with you now. It's above me now. Let's see here. Jesse and Yaku. There she is. Almost missed her comment. She says, the morning we celebrated with them yesterday. We celebrated, telling them congratulations, y'all. It's on the Facebook side this morning. You're over there. Wish Jesse a very congratulatory morning. Y'all just wish her congratulations, guys. That's all fancy. Just tell her congratulations. They reached number 1 on one of the charts for Christian hip hop and urban alternative. Well, I know Christian hip hop is one of that, but yours reaching number 1 on any chart with your song is not an easy task because there's a lot of music. So the fact that they did that with their group right now, we definitely appreciate them. Played the song yesterday in celebration of them. We need to get them on. Yes, we need to figure out something, and we'll sort through that after I get past whatever version of Spotify I'm listening to. So we'll sort through that as we start arranging guests again. But yeah, we need to have you on there. But y'all wish her congratulations because again, anybody who does music or anything, that is not an easy feat. So congratulations to them on that. And Derek, good morning to you as well. Let's see who else we got in here. I'm just going to put this back on the screen. Hood one more time. I'm better with food. I'm better with food. In fact, he did say yo first. He did say yo. Yeah. Good morning. And I missed that. But I just think that this is more appropriate. I'm better with food. I'm better with food. I think Hood speaks for all of us when we say I'm better with food. Yeah, so I think he speaks for all of us when he says that. At least he speaks. Shout out to my sis, my girl, Miss Rita Renee Miller. Y'all give it up for Rita. Good morning to you too. I need to call when I get a minute. I'm gonna call you. Really, just and I won't nothing. Everything I'm about to say right now is what call which is I just really they see you on last Friday. I appreciate you down from the stage and right there singing along with a couple of songs that you knew. I appreciate it. I was this close. You're like, Rita, come on up here on the stage. I mean, might as well. But Rita, come on up here on the stage and just put some of your energy on this stage. I was about to do that, and I was like, all that. Let this girl enjoy. Let this woman relax and chill out. She came to support. Let her do that. And so I let her chill out. And then by the time I came to move around, I didn't really see anybody do all that stuff. I was moving around. I thought I was going to get back to you. And you were gone by then. Rightfully so. It started getting late. But thank you for being there, Rita. I do definitely appreciate that so much. Let's see here. Who else we got in these comments? As y'all see, I missed. So I had to go back on it. I do have to ask this question, though. I'll back up there real quick. What do y'all have in your cup this morning? Do you have your cup? Are you drinking your Jesus juice? Or you drinking this morning? What you got? I've got my coffee. I told y'all. And honestly, I swear, I'm not paid by Better Good. They got good coffee. I don't even like Walmart. I just having to go there. Like, I think that's most people's story. Like, I don't like Walmart. I just can't beat the prices. Like, in a one-stop shop, I think that's what most people feel about Walmart. Anyway, but they do got some good coffee over there. I'm going there for that coffee. Anyways, let's see here. Y'all look who's here with us. It is Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. Y'all show some love to Rhonda on the rocks, mama. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the struggle. That's Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. She was that Friday too. I so appreciated seeing her there. I so appreciated that. I was so glad to see her and Rhonda both. Like just looking down there, seeing friendly face. I was just, y'all don't know how good that does my heart. Says, good morning, Lockstars family. It is, and we had a correction down here, so I'm going to put the correction up. Try to stay in peace and calmness Thursday. Gotta say that slowly so it resonates with y'all. Try to stay in peace and calmness. There's Thursday. So try to stay in peace and calmness Thursday. Try to stay in peace and calmness Thursday. You said it so it resonates. It's resonating more with me. Try to stay in peace and calmness Thursday. It means once a day, regardless of everything else that might be going on in your life. Try to stay in peace. Try to stay in calmness. try to stay, don't let it rile you up too much. Try to stay in peace. Try to stay in calm. And I promise you, I ain't gonna promise you that everything's gonna be all right. Everything might not be all right. I don't know. I'm just joking. Things will be all right. Like I always say, you're better, you're free, and everything's gonna be all right. And if you can remember stuff like that, if you can remember that things work out, all things work together for the good of them who love them, who are called upon them. If you can remember that kind of stuff, then you'll remember that everything will be all right. If you can remember that, and Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen has given us some great wisdom here and saying, just try to stay in calm. Try. You ain't got to cuss that worker out today. You ain't got to cuss them out. Not today. Now Friday, that might be a different thing. But today, you ain't got to cuss them out today. Like, let's do this, y'all. We're going to take a music break right quick. And then we're going to come right back. I'm going to play these two songs because I like this song and because I just saw somebody pop up backstage, and I'm sure they like this song as well, so they won't get mad at me for it. And then the song after it is right along the lines of what Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen said. Try to stay in peace and calmness. Let's make him the God of our day today. How about that, right? Don't let your prayers be based on the day, but let your day be based on the prayers. Speak good things. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. We'll be right back after this. I got somebody backstage. Uh-oh.
No, I never did love, just a pastime. Told myself the last time was the last time. So tell me why. I know that I'm safe for all alone, but when I'm with you, I lose control. And I'm not new to heartbreak, babe, but that's a risk we all gon' take. Cause the vibe's just right. Thought I'd never fall in love again, but I just might. Cause the vibe's just right. Thought I'd never fall in love again, but I just might. It's risky, and I know it. Once we get to going, we can't stop. Feel like a locomotive, a runaway train out of control. And this could be unforgettable. I'm hoping we don't get off track, cause it's gonna be a long way back. Cause the vibe's just right. Thought I'd never fall in love again, but I just might. Cause the vibe's just right. Thought I'd never fall in love again, but I just might. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed, I'm still here. Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day, He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. Some people wait until something happens, then they start praying that it isn't so. What if you did things different, can you imagine? The favor that follows wherever you go. My prayers is not based on my day now. My day is based on my prayer. By grace, He has everything I say now. He is good. My prayer is not based on my day now. My day is based on my prayer. So even if it doesn't go my way now, He is good. He is good. He is good. He is good. Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed. I'm still here. Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day.
I put my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness. Was deaf to the voice from the pulpit. Straighten up my mind from the thoughts that were crooked. Isolated from the shame, totally dependent on self. Now I abide in your shadow, in your presence I dwell. Deserved to fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn to ask for help. Unworthy of your grace, begging you for lighter loads. Till I met a single mother in survival mode. Made me reject all the lies that I've been told. And made me reflect on the codes that I uphold. I'm a leader. Hey Drizzle, thank you for the feature. Exposing the manipulation of the great deceiver. Ain't no preacher. And I ain't perfect either. Following instructions, edify all my believers, Mario.
Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed, I'm still here. Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day.
Okay. I love that. I promise y'all, I love the line on that song. E-Man, shout out to that. I love the line on that song. My day, not day. I'm sorry, my prayer is not based on my day, but my day is based on my prayer. So I'm speaking good things over my day. I'm speaking good things over myself. And that's why we do those morning affirmations, those morning shout outs. Thank y'all for all of y'all that logged in and said something nice or something kind. I'm just realizing the comments aren't staying up to date with what y'all are actually posting. And that's weird. I don't know what that's about. But I guess it'll correct itself. I'll just leave it at that. I guess it'll correct itself. So y'all can see what y'all are actually typing this morning. Because y'all typing some funny stuff every morning. And so we'll figure that out. Anyways, let's do this. Let's do this because we are not going to let that stress us. Because why would we? Because we're going to do like Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen said, try to stay in peace and calmness. We're going to stay in peace and calmness. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. Glad nobody was in my face for that one because I've been drinking coffee. And I'm going, whoos. Light of fire. Light of fire. Y'all, I got somebody backstage who came on board. She said she had some time today. And so she logged on. And I'm excited for it. It's a welcome, a very, very welcome inclusion this morning. Y'all do me a favor. And y'all welcome to the stage. Hold on, let me get myself set properly. Y'all welcome to the stage the one and only Miss Rhonda on the rock.
Good morning.
Rhonda.
Oh my gosh. How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm good. I realized with this hairstyle, I just look like all forehead. Jeez. Yikes. Woo! Got to adjust it. That was like a movie screen.
Isn't it funny how like cameras just like make you look a whole lot different? You look in the mirror and you're like killing it. And
right.
Camera, what is this? Like you was killing it, and then you get on camera and it's like this is not what this looks like.
Yeah, for sure. Happy Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday. What else did the comments say?
Try to stay in peace and calm this Thursday.
Try to stay in peace and calm this Thursday. Thug it out Thursday.
Yes, thug it out there. Just, you got to decide. You like what would say? Life is choice driven. You'll live and die by the choice. So either you try to stay in peace and calmness, or you gonna thug it out.
Thug it out.
Figure out which one is for you on today. Sometimes you just gotta thug it out. Sometimes you gotta. My dad used to say, some people you just gotta. He said, some people you can talk to, some people you can yell at them and they'll get it. He said, some people you just like they don't get it till you beat them to an inch of their life.
Yeah.
Then they finally understand everything you was trying to say. That's just how you got to communicate with them, and that is wild. Like, yeah. Anyways, how's your Thursday morning going thus far?
So far, it's been interesting. My dad's sister passed away this morning.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's the third sibling of my dad's that we've lost this year. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I've really processed it yet, but
It's the wrong music in the background. Hold on a second.
no, that's the right music. No, please don't play.
Okay, I guess I keep it going.
Leave it right there.
It's just like my dad's sister passed. Just
yeah.
And I'm just like, oh Lord, the track does not match.
My dad's sister passed.
Right, it's like the track does not match the story.
That's okay. It doesn't have to. Today we're just gonna thug it out. Okay, thug it out Thursday.
Yes.
So it's fine. But yeah, no, that just kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird. When you think about, since we're talking about memories, you think about like, these are the people that I grew up with, like every family reunion, and it was always my dad's siblings. And so with so many of them transitioning, especially all in one year, that kind of like domino loss is a little rough. But
yeah,
I mean, they all lived, I will say, except for my aunt who died in January. But this aunt is well over 80. My uncle who just passed, well over 80. I think he would have been 90 actually this month. So they lived long lives. You know what I mean? It wasn't
sure.
It wasn't anything that was unexpected. They weren't necessarily sick. It was just more like all three of them actually had dementia, which I think is interesting that they all had dementia and they all passed in the same year. And they all had it. They all got it around the same, or started showing signs of it around the same time as well.
Sure.
So, God knows what he's doing, and yeah. So,
Jeez, how are you doing? You doing all right with it? I mean, I know you said it's nothing that was not unexpected, but still, it's a part of family that is now no longer. You know what I mean? Like, so how you doing? I know it's fresh, but
trying to process it and just like, all right, okay, so what do we do next?
Yeah.
She lived in New Jersey, so I don't think that we're going all the way out there. I'm not a huge fan of New Jersey, especially where they live. It's kind of dangerous. Newark. So
yes, they basically
yeah. She already went home to be with him. I don't need to be next by going out. So
poor Newark.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. But anyway, so it's just like, what's next? I'm gonna check on my other aunt today. One of my favorite aunties, she lives here. So, and my dad's other siblings, just check on them and see how they're doing, because I've never lost a sibling, and it was a lot of them. There was 14 of them in total.
I was just gonna ask, how many of them is it? Because
there was 14.
Naming them out like
now there's like 6 left, and there was 9 left at the beginning of the year, and now there's 6.
Crazy. There's still a lot of people left.
Yeah, there's 6 of them left. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So
I feel that. Oh, well, we'll definitely be keeping you and your family in prayer, all that stuff like that. We'll be keeping all of y'all in prayer. That's just that's a lot. It's a lot to lose that many people in 1 year. Speaking of memories, it brings me back to memory. That's how I lost my grandmother in 2008. I think we talked about this on the podcast. I was trying to see if I can get that to load up. If I can, I'll play a clip of it a little later.
Yes,
I wasn't expecting it, but I think it's a good segue in this. The podcast episode that we did together, which aired, shameless plug, last Friday. I was going to bring it up tomorrow. So if I'm not able to get the clips today, then I had it on plan for tomorrow anyways.
Okay.
So that's there. But if I can get it today, we'll play a clip from it today as well. But we'll play that clip. Also, y'all can just follow Rhonda on the Rocks or ZekeLive. And it's on our social medias everywhere. So you can see that clip there as well. But you know, speaking of memories, I think I said this on that podcast. You know, you talk about losing 3 of your father's siblings and that. And I lost, just reminds me of 2008 when I lost 2 of my grandmothers, my maternal and my paternal. You know, I got 3 people that I call grandma. That I'm close with, just and stuff like that. But my biological grandparents, I lost both of my grandmothers in the same year. And that was tough, man. That was hard. That was tough. So, I can only imagine what that must be for your aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
I lost 3 siblings in the same year. And, I can only imagine what that pain, what that must feel like. And so, yeah.
Just a lot, but it's Thug It Out Thursday, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're not gonna dwell on it. I thank God for their lives. Honestly, I do thank God for their lives. I thank God that they all knew the Lord and lived for Him until their last days. And so that's all I can be grateful for. And I just need to live my life right so that I can see them again. That's it.
Yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. Come on, Rhonda on the Rocks. I'll give you an applause for that one. Yeah, no, that's that's true. I'm glad we at least have a hope that we can lean into. You know what I mean? And that's one of the beautiful benefits of this, of this life. And you know what I do enjoy is when I hear stories of people like I don't enjoy hearing stories of people passing on. So let me make sure I say this the right way. I was about to say I enjoy hearing stories of people when they pass on. I'm like, wait a minute, no. I don't enjoy that. No. I enjoy hearing the stories of how they live their life.
Yeah.
Seeing, what kind of things they brought to the world around them. One of the things I think we do, it's a blessed hope that we have. But I think that some of us lean into that hope like a crutch. So we just, I ain't gonna worry about nothing in this world because I'm not living for this world anyways. I'm living so I can live again in heaven. And it's like, but you got about 80 years left here. Like, so you're just gonna live in hell for 80 years here?
At me.
Kind of a hope of glory. Like, just what are you called to do here that will bring light and peace and calmness, like Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen said, light and peace and calmness and love and growth here in the world today. And that's why I look back at some of the memories and things that we share, that we have, stories that we've had, and have those things grown us to become better people in the today world. So like I think, for instance, on when I was, so y'all know, I don't know if people know this or not, Rhonda, but I be doing music stuff. Like, yeah, believe it or not, I got a little side thing I do with music here and there. Every now and again, I do music. I
mean, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, you look like a pastor of like praise. Sometimes when I watch the show, I'm like, wow, he really could probably be a pastor of praise. I don't know why that came to me. Prophetess.
The prophetess has spoken. Prophetess.
Praise. I see it on you. I see that on
Prophet
you.
on the rocks, y'all. The prophet on the rocks. Prophet on the rocks has spoken.
Prophet on the rocks. Get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. But like doing the music stuff, I didn't really get in. I started getting into it like at a young age and everything. But then it, like in the church world, we went through like some different church transitions, some other things that were happening. And in the midst of that, there was one family who was at the church, who, I just call it what it is. It was the Hellraisers at the church at the time. It just is what it is. I'm not even saying that from a pastoral standpoint, but they was just raising hell. They knew they was in the wrong. Like they came back years later and said, yeah, we was in the wrong for that. That was wild. You know, I mean, just a lot was going on in that frame. But I was like this is before Olivet. So I went to Olivet at 19. So I was maybe 16, 17 at this time. Maybe even 15. Like, so I started playing for the church, like tinkering around with stuff. And so I don't know why they started wanting me to teach parts and doing all that kind of stuff. My dad wanted us to start having rehearsal after service because everybody was there, couldn't get a rehearsal schedule where everybody showed up. So we started doing that. And this lady stood up. Now she was from this family. She was somebody. This family happened to be very close with us too. You know, when you're a PK, you understand this. You don't get to go to everybody's house. You don't just be spending the night at people's houses, doing all that. This is one of them houses I got to spend the night at. So this is how close we were with these people. You know, that's a closeness there.
Yeah.
And she stood up and in front of everybody, she was like, y'all sound like dogs, and this is da. And just no anointing. And before you have somebody up here that's gonna be teaching, he needs to make sure that he's anointed to do this and that. I'm talking like I'm 16 in front of, let's call it 25 people, being berated. And I don't know if I should stand here and cry. I don't know if I should cuss her out. I don't know if I should go tuck my tail in shame. I don't know if I should quit and give up. But what I do remember is looking over my mama, she wasn't saying nothing. Like, I do remember that. Like, more than I remember what this woman was saying. I remember looking at my mom, she was saying nothing. I remember looking at her and thinking to myself, like, you ain't gonna protect your child. What are you doing? And then later on, she was like, no, you got to learn how to deal with that, because where you going, people are going to always have something to say. And it ain't always going to be good. How are you going to deal with that? How do you deal with that in that moment? You handled yourself well in that moment. Now, how do you feel? Like, they start doing the psychologist thing on me. How do you feel? How do you deal with that? How do you, what do you do? So you had to work through that. Well, I looked to, that story came to my mind because y'all know I'm doing this thing, Hood Book with Fred. Well, some lady, I don't know who this lady is. I don't know if she's a podcast or something. Was, Fred been going back and forth with this lady.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
About that. And it just got me to thinking because, I saw my friend. My friend plays the character Rambo. He's a ram. He's a lamb. His name is, Lambo, not Rambo. Lambo, that's his name. Like, it's a play on the word Rambo. But, his name is Lambo. It's my friend. Brother of mine, Marcus McFarland. Listen, if we talk about Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen loving the Lord and CeCe Winans loving the Lord, if there's one male who I know love the Lord and ain't gonna do nothing wrong in his sight if he can help it, it's Elder Mac McFarland. Like out of everybody in the Hood Book cast, the one person who gonna make sure that y'all know Jesus is Marcus McFarland. And to watch this lady be like, and what is this lamb? And like this ram character, and what is he that almost making him out like he was some devil or something? I wanted to go to her page and be like, shut the I wanted to go there because I'm like you could talk about me, you could talk about some of the other cast and characters who maybe not in the church world, which I hope you wouldn't talk about them. But I mean, if you go try to throw somebody under the bus, the last person you should be throwing under the bus is P. Marcus McFarland, of all people in the cast. So seeing it, people just be running out the side of their neck. But immediately I went back to when I was 16, 15, whatever I was, years old, and somebody was berating me in front of everybody else. And so then thinking okay, do you justify it by responding? Now, Fred, he used it. He was like, well, they say when they talk about you, use it for shameless plugs and promotion. So he did that. But, but I just, in that moment, seeing Marcus's face go across the screen of this lady, in that light, I was just like, who are you, woman? Who are you? And she probably saying that about me if she ever saw this. And frankly, I don't care because I had to sit through that, but of all people, it was Marcus though, him, you clearly the Holy Ghost ain't showed you that because Marcus of all people, you can't go 2 minutes in conversation without Marcus trying to get you saved. I know that man. So
I didn't really watch the videos in total because once she started talking, I was just like, I'm not trying to give this no clicks. I'm not trying to, do anything to help spread this woman and put her on anybody else's algorithm. But it like you said, it just goes to show it doesn't matter how much good you doing. It doesn't matter how much bad you doing. It doesn't matter how much you worked hard on. It doesn't matter. Somebody is always going to have something to say. And you have to get to a place where you are like, this is who I am. And I am okay with this. I mean, genuinely, that's where Rondo on the Rocks came from. Like, it's just me being authentically myself, straight up. And the people who can handle it. And the people who can't. And I don't feel like I'm so over the top that it's just like I'm causing controversy all over the land. No, but I am being true to myself, despite how I was raised, and not despite how I was raised, considering how I was raised and all that I've gone through. This is the end result. Rondo on the Rocks. This is all of that hard work and all of my degrees and all of the schooling. This is what it's produced. Here we are. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, I saw that and I was surprised. I think Fred did a good job of like managing that, because I know that had to be difficult, at least on Instagram. I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I'm sure it's a whole lot behind the camera, but I think he was right to address it, because I'm just not of the belief like when somebody attacks you that you just shouldn't say anything. I'm just not of that belief. Like, I feel like if there are some misconceptions, then you should speak on those things. And the way that she was talking about Hood Book in general, I think he did a really good job of saying, like, you missed the plot. Like, you talking about glorifying the hood. Girl, you missed the plot. You missed it. It's not even about the hood. Like,
yeah.
That goes to show you Hood Book ain't even. So how do you know? How do you know? You haven't even.
That's what I said.
You haven't even seen it. You going off of a title and the few clips that the public has seen. You ain't got no behind the scenes footage. You not in it. You wasn't doing makeup. You wasn't there. So you don't know. People do things for clicks. And unfortunately, be a lot of church people. It be a lot of church people. I get on TikTok and I'm just like, y'all be on here loud and wrong. Tapping in, and I'm just like, y'all be loud and wrong. That lady is loud and wrong. And see, the messed up part is when people start attacking her, the other people gonna be, oh, she has a right to her opinion, and Fred got a right to put out his play that he worked on and all of that without anybody having all of this back talk. Like, I think you just wanted to get Fred Hammond's attention. That's what it looked like to me.
She did a good job of that.
Yeah, you wanted to just get his attention. You're probably a fan, because that's how most people are. You be a fan, and they do things to try to like get your attention. Like, I'm a micro influencer, but I have comments on some of my videos and posts on Instagram, and I'm just like, who are these people? Like, I posted a voiceover, and it was funny to me. And some person was like, oh, you're a gold digger because you feel like men have to have money to date you. They do. Does anybody want to date? Anybody want to date somebody who doesn't have money, who's broke? I don't think anybody does.
Right.
That doesn't make me a gold digger because I think he should have money. I didn't say he had to be wealthy, but he should,
at least have a job or some means of supporting himself. Like, otherwise, he don't need to be focused on dating right now. Like,
I don't think that that's so outlandish to say that a person should have money. Like, but again, when you put stuff out there, you have to expect the criticism. You have to expect the, people saying stuff back. I had there's a creator who posted something about, I don't know if you know, but Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are like fighting.
Yeah, apparently they're going back and forth. Yeah,
it's real bad. But anyway, a creator, he made a funny video about it, and he basically said like they fighting like two New York street rats. And I commented, I was like, yeah, street rats indeed. Just commenting on, and somebody replied to my comment and was like, for you to be a Black woman and you calling names and tearing down Black women. And so I started to respond. I typed out this whole message and then I was like, fool, I don't know this person. Like, I really felt like I needed to defend myself. And then I'm like, first of all, I was commenting on what the creator said. I didn't make that up.
And second of all, how about this? Here's another layer. The creator is only making something based on the two of them going back and forth because they the main ones calling each other names. Be this and be that. And
yeah, talking about each other's
like they calling each other names. Like look. What I do. What I did. What I do. What I do.
Yeah.
Like that's
so especially we just have to be conditioned for this, you as the pastor of praise, me as the favorite of the show, that when this show takes off and becomes syndicated and goes all over the world, we have to be ready for all of the criticism that we may get by sharing our opinions on this platform. And so I believe that this is just par for the course.
Yeah, it is what it is. And like I said, I'm not even worried about it no more. There was a time where I would have been really, really concerned, because what they gonna say about me and what they go like. I mean, and I learned maybe some years back. I was touring with I can say this. I was touring with we were with Jenkins somewhere. I used to tour with Charles Jenkins, and lead this stuff. So I remember one time we was doing thing. Every time on This Means War, he had this part. I think he started when we was on tour. And this is how I ended up with him. We used to just jump across the stage. Like it was just a part where the music we want. We just I called it the Jenkins jump. Like we used to just do the jump. And I just started doing it with him. And so then he brought me on tour with him. We would it was like a big moment. And so me, I'm being on stage up there, what I'm supposed to do. Keeping the stage hype. That's my job. And don't look at the comment section because they was in the comment. It was these two ladies. I never forget it. They were going back and forth. Look at that. Just ain't no annoyance. What is that? And what is he doing all back there? Look at that. Just I'm about sick of all these gays. They letting them in the car. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, me. If anything, I'm having a problem keeping it in my pants from the ladies. Like if you stick around long enough talking, you might get some of that. Like I'm trying to have a lot of it, and you bringing up sins that don't even exist in my life. And I'm getting now the problem is here I am now being concerned about what somebody said, and it ain't even true. And I'm like, okay, do I even need to put energy in that? And at that moment, I had to make a decision. Am I gonna get mad at somebody for something they said? They don't know me from Adam and Eve. They wasn't there at the show. They weren't even in the same city where the show was. Like they just going off of a clip and reading into it. Something that they're coming to it with, and I'm about to take that, wear it, and get upset. I don't think that I want to do that anymore. And after that, I just started pulling away from social media. Right around then, y'all stopped seeing me on social media even more. And it was what it was. But we headed in that direction. If we gonna keep working on what we're working on and doing the stuff we're doing, that's what it's gonna be. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a quick music break right here so I can go replenish my coffee and get my tinkle on, and then
and if you have our clip from our show, Zeke, just the one that's like a minute and something, are you able
let me see if it actually ended up I was trying to load that up because then when we get back we can play that up. Yeah, because that has some that'll be a good plug.
No, you didn't say you were gonna play it. Don't let me run the show. I'm here as a guest.
No, actually you just reminded me because I started downloading it from the thing. I started downloading it, but this was acting weird. Well, I'll tell you what, as the music, because it's still acting weird over here.
Everything.
I think it's my computer more than anything else. I think it's my computer. I got to get a new computer. I think my computer is tripping. So I've been blaming Apple for some stuff that I think is just physical. Yeah, so we'll do the music break. I'm refill my coffee. And then from there, I'll see while we're on the music break if I can get it to upload. Because if I can, then we'll play it.
I can do it.
Oh, see if you can. Yeah, if you can share from your screen. Yours might if you got the same one that I'm thinking of. I got the one that I just took from the group chat. That's the one that I was.
Yeah, it's only like a minute and something long. That one.
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about.
But that's the same one I'm dealing with. Well, I'll tell you what. While we're looking up this stuff, y'all seeing us in real time. Y'all seeing the back chat live. Back chat live. We're gonna play some Afro vibes. 2 songs. We'll be right back. Your boy got to pee. I'll see y'all in a minute. And we'll be right back.
If the lily has no worry, and the sparrow has no care, why should I worry when my Father owns the cattle on the hill? Why should I worry when my Father owns the silver and the gold? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, bountiful, bountiful, bountiful blessings, bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessings, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. So I will be anxious for nothing, supplicate for everything. Why should I worry about my problems when I can pray them off? Why should I worry about my troubles when I can pray my troubles off? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, bountiful, bountiful, bountiful blessings, bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessing, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah. Bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. I do brush, shower your blessings, ah. Papa, shower me your blessing, your blessings, yeah. Bountiful, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah.
It's within my nature sometimes to not live righteously and holy. Why do I have to go astray. Forever want your eyes on me. Mwari, inindo funga kuti, tatata papi. It's all me, I know. The evidence all around me, you are here, I know. So stay with me. Oh, Papa God, won't you stay with me? Yeah. For my nanny, stay with me. Say you'll be there. Stay with me, Papa. No, I ain't perfect. Obstacles will test my faith. Inhibiting purpose. I tripped up on too many times. When I fall, moon or tea, I'll rise again. Inindo funga kuti, tatata papi. It's all me, I know. I know. The evidence all around me, you are near, I know. I know. So stay with me. Oh, Papa God, won't you stay with me? Yeah. For my nanny, stay with me. Say you'll be there. Stay with me, Papa. Don't turn your face away from me. I know this life without you, it's lonely. I'm overwhelmed. Please don't turn your face away from me. I know this life without you, it's lonely. I'm overwhelmed. Stay with me. Oh, Papa God, won't you stay with me? Yeah. For my nanny, stay with me. Say you'll be there. Stay with me, Baba. So stay with me. Oh, Papa God, won't you stay with me? Yeah. For my nanny, stay with me. Say you'll be there. Stay with me, Baba.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Figured it out, Rhonda. Thank you so much, because I don't know what's going on. Yeah, see, look at this. Rhonda figured it out. Hold on, y'all. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pivot to this clip. But before I do this pivot to this clip, I ask you this question. Where do you sit on this? So you know I live across the street from a school. Let's just start with that. I live across the street. I just stepped outside for a quick second. Can't wait for my package to come. I thought they said it was here. It's not. It's en route. I got by one of those buy 8 sets for $25. I was like, yep, give me that. Let me see.
What did you buy?
Like this, it's gonna be so dope when y'all see it. It's an outfit, basically. It's got like a hoodie, and some pants and a shirt that goes with it. It just looks super comfortable and it looks like something I would totally wear. So I got one of every color for like $25, like 8 sets. So I'm just waiting on that to come in.
So stressful. Oh my
God. I know, right?
So
anyways, I stepped outside because I thought they said it was here. It's not. But I live across the street from the school, and across the street from the school, it's just after 9 o'clock. Of course, people are dropping their kids off, and I see a mother. I don't have to say her race because we'll know it. She had a bonnet on her head. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, some people get so mad about that. And I really don't care. Like, where do you sit with that? Like, I honestly was looking at it, I'm like, I know some people who will like go off about her with this bonnet on her head. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here and I'm going, couldn't care less. It just looked like a black woman who just taking her child to school. Like,
yeah. So I do not like it. I just feel like you don't look ready for the day when you have your bonnet on your head. I think a lot of it has to do with how I was raised and like, you know, go out the house and things like that. But also, like, I just think it's unnecessary. Like, there's so many other things that you put on your head that doesn't have to be the thing that you slept in. You know what I mean? Like, let's get a scarf, like throw on a wig, like get you some wigs you could just throw on, get them off Amazon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They sell wigs on Amazon? What?
Child, I done been on this show many a day with an Amazon wig on. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. I just feel like, especially when you're going to your child's school, because like it or not, how you present is often how people treat you. And so, especially if you come in there loud and ignorant, it's just like, girl, you ain't even awake yet. Like, what is this? Like, you're not dressed appropriately. Like, I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't think it's something that I'm going to like harp on or say anything to like, I would never like say nothing to a person who did that, but I personally don't like it. Now, my friend Genesis, I think she kind of does this to annoy me at this point. Anytime that we go to the airport, she wears her bonnet. And I'm like, take that shit off. I don't want to get my hair messed up on the plane. Girl, you're not sleeping that good. You're not. You're just not sleeping that good on the plane. This is no lie. I have worn a travel wig. It sounds crazy. On the plane and had my actual wig like in my bag with the rollers in it, in a bonnet, in my bag. And then I just wore, something that I could just throw on to the airport because I'm not putting a bonnet on my head to walk through there. First of all, I don't know who I might see.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Be ready at all times because I don't know who I might meet. So yeah, I don't know. Me, Genesis and I are going on vacation in December for my birthday, and I'm like, now. If you don't want to get fighting in this airport and they put us on the no-fly list, do not put that raggedy bonnet on your head and think you finna walk through the airport with me.
See, and me, I'm just like, I really don't even care no more. I'm just like,
I mean,
it's like a woman's do-rag. Am I, hey, that.
Yeah, I just.
How many times have I worn a do-rag out and about? Because we actually turned it into a style once upon a time,
Yeah, I understand like the nuances and like the differences between men and women. Like I get all of that. Yeah. I personally just don't like it. I'll put on a hat, dad cap. I'll do other things. I just cannot wear that bonnet. Even when I go to the gym, like I just cannot wear my bonnet in there. I just can't. Like I'll tie like the front of my head down with like a bandana or something. I cannot wear that bonnet in public. I just can't.
Well, at least it's better than the 80s when they had Jerry curls and mugs walking around with shower caps on. At least it's better than that. Shower cap days was wild, weren't they?
What a time. I forgot about that.
Speaking of memories, there's a memory you can't unsee.
Yes. Definitely walking around with shower caps on. Wow, that's a throwback, Zeke.
Throwback Thursday.
Speaking
of Throwback Thursdays, we've got a clip loaded up, y'all. I'm gonna let this clip play. It's about a little over a minute. I'll let you guys watch this one because this is a shameless plug, and I'm glad Rhonda's here this morning. Thank you for being here, Rhonda. This was, like I said, y'all, that was a very welcome surprise. Very, very welcome surprise. Anytime Rhonda comes on, it's always a welcome surprise. But it's not always a surprise. Sometimes it's very planned that she's on. But whenever she get a moment to break away. But we're talking about memories, and there was an episode that we did on the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast, which just aired Friday, a week tomorrow. So not even a full week out yet. Where that's me, little old me, y'all. Me. Like, how did y'all chose me to be on the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast, and it was so good. Such a good conversation. Here's a clip from that. I would encourage everybody to go and watch it, but let's just show the clip real quick. I'm just throw it on the stage.
Or even it's like we only
there
think about those losses right there, and though that can send us down the crazy path,
like one of the lesser known things is that people go through grief, because grief is just any kind of loss. So there's people, that's why you end up in those same situations. And I'm saying this to whoever might be hearing your story and resonating with it and maybe thinking to themselves, well, I didn't lose somebody. Yeah, but if you lost like a relationship and now you got to rebound, that's a grief situation, because you lost something and now you're trying to just, you know, like, I don't want to lose something else. I don't want to lose this. It may be going upside my head. It may be doing all of this. And it's so many people making those same decisions. They lost children, lost relationships, lost a job even. I mean, you know what I mean? Like lost a friendship, like I don't know, loss of an opportunity. And so they just made ill and poor choices. And so you ain't the only one. I would be lying if I said I ain't been down that road. Like, I really want to be in love with somebody one day, then I got to let go of the one that proved that just wasn't going to do it. You know, no matter how invested I was in it. Sometimes you invest in a business and shit just don't work. Like sometimes you invest in a business and you got to file for bankruptcy. Like, read it and move on. Like, you know, start another business one day, but you can't start another business still paying for a business you already declared bankruptcy on. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But
you know, sure.
That particular relationship, losing that particular person who I thought would be in my life like I thought we was gonna do this run together. I knew my dad. I expected my father to pass away before me. But like I really thought that me and that nigga were gonna do life together. We were gonna have children. Like you were intertwined into my family. Like, you know, Tammy knows you. Like my friends that I've known for 20 years know you. You know, they calling you brother and all of this stuff. Like you are a part of my life. And I just didn't think, fine, we break up, but I didn't think you would do me like that. Like I just did not.
You know what I'm saying? Starting to believe now, oh, I'm not worthy to be loved. I'm not worthy to be married. I'm not worthy for so you know, things can go real good. And then it gets to this point where something like in the back of my mind is going, oh, okay, yeah, how you gonna leave me now? So I mean, if she would leave me, how you gonna leave me? How you gonna? So like holding on to that just kept me from even seeing anything else. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I got over it. I don't. I wish I could get on here and have like this crazy love story that goes, but then my girlfriend who at the time came along and she just changed my life, and I could only see her. And it's like, I don't have that story. I really don't. Like, honestly, I don't have that story. There we go. Now I'm not muted. Yeah.
That I was sitting here smiling like I wasn't there when this was recorded. That episode was so good. I have one of my followers on TikTok actually made a response video to this episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she talked about how listening to this episode made her want to start looking at her own grief and like dealing with it. And I was just like, I don't know. It just gives me chills every time I think about it. It made me cry when I like watched her response video to our episode. So Lock Stars, if y'all get a chance, I'm not even saying this because it's me and Zeke, but it really was a good episode. Like I feel like I learned a lot from Zeke. I feel like we unpacked a lot of things that, you know, people don't really talk about or we don't really talk about. So if you get an opportunity, please, I'll find the link and maybe drop it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
So that y'all can watch it, because it was a really good episode. And if you can't watch it on YouTube, it's on Apple and Spotify as well. What is the name of the episode, Lord? From heartbreak to healing, finding strength in love. That's
there you go. I would not have said that. How did that?
I had my YouTube open, so I was easily able to pull that up. But yeah, it was a really good episode. So y'all should go watch it.
Yeah.
In the comments.
No. It was a great episode because you know, just within theme of what we're saying here about the you know, taking memories, if you will, and then using it for growth in the future. Lessons learned versus being losses, they become lessons versus being you know, rather than being bad memories that become stepping stones, or just however you take it and shape it. And then it brings to light that scripture that says all things work together for the good of them who are, who love him, who are the called according to his purpose. Like you just gonna have like stuff is just gonna happen. Like it's just like you wish you could just press an easy button, and I can't stand it when certain preachers and missionaries and other people send people down this path of accept Jesus and everything is gravy now. Everything is cupcakes and puppy dogs and rainbows, and you're gonna go outside and the sun is gonna shine bright and everything's gonna be okay. And it's like I still live in the same squalor I lived in before I accepted. I still got the same issues. I still got the same crazy family members. I still got the same job. I still, I'm just as broke now as I was then. Like it's just like life just keeps on life, and you keep on. But the one thing that at least a walk with Christ does help us to do, and I'm talking specifically from my own faith tradition here, one thing it does help us to do is process the mess that is life. In a different light, with a different lens, a different viewpoint. So one of the things that we were talking about on that episode, you heard us talking to veering Lockstars. I heard us veering into a thing about grief, and talking about grief and just loss and what that looks like. It ain't just about somebody dying, but you grieve loss, just full stop loss. So you can grieve. I can grieve. And some of us have this happen. Like if I ran out of coffee and I wasn't there to make some coffee and I have not, I would be grieving that this morning. It may not be like such a grief that it just is like, oh my God, my life is over. It may not be that kind of grief, but I'm going to feel some kind of way. It might set the mood of my day wrong. It might set but if I don't like the way that feels, I can turn that into a lesson. Negro, when you get low on coffee, put it on a list. Remember, like write it down, do something like it turns into a lesson. And so, talking about that, looking at a very specific topic at one point where it was about love, and after love and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I can pose this question to you. What, maybe a takeaway from love, and we talk about this stuff a lot, but it's lessons learned. What is maybe a takeaway from crazy love scenario that happened with you that now you are taking it because there's no secret around here in the ZekeLive in the morning that Rhonda be dating and looking for love, and there's no secret around here. This ain't no secret.
Not a secret.
We can talk about it all the time. But based on some of the stuff from from the past and lessons that were learned, that were just bad memories, things that maybe you do wish you could, like you said, somebody bust you upside your head. I wish there was an easy button we could push and just erase that from a memory, but we can't do that. So how has that become a lesson now for the going forward of dating and finding love and all that for you?
The biggest lesson that I learned in my most recent relationship is to make sure that I do not lose myself.
I like that.
Sometimes we lose our identity even in another person. And it happens a lot to people. I feel like to people who have had a bad relationship and found love again, and they just consume themselves suddenly with this person. They don't have friends no more. They don't the things that they like to do anymore. They just are totally consumed with this person because they feel like I need to invest in this because this is my future. This is where I'm going to be. This is my person. And so I am committed to staying true to myself. And while I understand that when I get married and all of that stuff, we become one and I get all that, but I still want to be Rhonda. I still must remain true to myself in all of that. I still want to have friends. I still want to be able to do, I don't want my relationship to be all consuming. And so I think in my most recent in my last relationship, the reason why it was like that for me is because I was trying to hold on to him. I didn't want to lose him. And so I forsake.
I think forsook is the. I think.
Okay.
He is now. You know what you mean when you say it. So
Yeah.
it works.
I cast away everything else to try to like focus on him and holding on to him, knowing where he was all the time, knowing what he was doing all the time, because I was so afraid to lose him. And we talk more about this in the episode, so please go listen to it as to why I was that way. But I don't want to be that way no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was actually on a date last night, and the question came up of like, what exactly are you looking for or whatever? And the gentleman was like, he's dating to be like in a committed relationship. Normally I would be like, okay, great, me too. Yesterday I was just like, I hate to say I'm going with the flow, but like I'm just trying to see what happens. Like I'm not, ideally at the end of the day, yes, that's what I want, but I'm not trying to like give up everything else to like be with this part. Like I don't know. I just don't want to do that anymore. So
yeah,
that's the one takeaway. Well, there's an abundance of takeaways, but the biggest takeaway is like, just
Not
stay
losing
rooted yourself. Like stay rooted in who you are and who God created you to be, and don't let that relationship and that one person overtake you so much that you have to, if that relationship ends, you have to work so hard to get back to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just do a complete 180 and you become someone else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that can happen too, where you just like, I'm out of this relationship. I'm out here hoeing. I'm out here doing whatever and whoever because I was so stuck on this one person. You should be able to, if that relationship ends, you should be able to be like, I'm not missing a beat because, you'll grieve, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not missing a beat because I've stayed true to myself throughout this process.
Yeah, and that's probably a good takeaway for any memory that people have, because like learning, like lessons learned, oftentimes, of course, we change, we shift through life. Things, it is, but there's like this essence of who we are that kind of remains the same from your birthday until your death day. Like there's this kind of essence of self that remains the same. And how do you know when, and I'm not saying this is more rhetorical, but it's like, how do you know when you've lost that, when you've crossed that line from losing the very essence of who you are, not, barring away from any kinds of changes and things like that, just literally essence of who you are gets lost because it's wrapped up, whether that be in some person, like we're talking about in love and a relationship, or whether that be some job, like some people have lost the essence of who they are because of a job they were working. Maybe it was because they had to make the money, they had to make whatever. Maybe it was some church they attended, like, in order to fit in with this church, you got to become this person. Is like, well, that ain't really me, but I want to stay with this group, and so I got to change who I am in order to fit in. And I think sometimes, unfortunately, life does that to us. It makes us lose who we are. And I think like you just said, one of the biggest lessons is making sure not to lose the essence of yourself, especially when it comes to situations that you're grieving or something like that. I saw my mother just put this in the comments. Hey, mama, that's my mama, y'all. There go my mama, the Dr. Lisa Dyson. She says, woo, just about physical loss. She says sometimes she'll use grief. She'll use grief counseling with many of her domestic violence and trauma clients. And, yeah. That
DV is something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's something else.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you don't realize that you've lost yourself until it kind of like hits you all of a sudden. It's not something that you see the symptoms of along the way. Like, I'm a little different. It doesn't happen like that. Not for me. I feel like I came to a point to where I was like, where am I? What am I doing? Like, or it takes something big or traumatic in some cases to happen, and where you have like this realization, like, wait a minute, I don't even know who I am. Like, I'm doing stuff that I normally wouldn't do. I'm saying stuff that I normally wouldn't say. I'm going places that I normally wouldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, like, if you're in Christ, you get that little unction from the Holy Spirit along the way, but you can desensitize yourself to that, right? Like you can make it so that you don't even recognize that anymore, or it doesn't impact you, right? Like you just like pushed it down and silenced it so much that it doesn't impact you. The voice of the Holy Spirit doesn't impact you anymore. And so for me, I think I just one day was like, girl, what is happening? Like, where are you? Like, I noticed that my sit down.
Not mommy mode with the dog.
Went downstairs with my computer and my microphone to get this dog, all while still, and now he's still clowning. I'm like, just hold on. Jesus. I'm literally holding his leash with my left hand right now.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Major.
It's something. But yeah, I think for me, I started to see how like my really good friends were responding to me. I felt like everybody was kind of like living their life without me. And I was just like, wait, where did everybody go?
Ooh.
And then I was like, where have I been? I haven't been here. I haven't been present. I haven't been. So once I had that kind of realization, it really just changed stuff for me in general. So that's why self-awareness is so important to me now, like being aware of who I am and where I am. The guy that I went out with last night, I asked him, does he go to church? He was like, sometimes. And I was like, where do you go? Oh, sometimes I go to fellowship. Sometimes I go here. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, did you grow up in church? And he's like, yeah, his parents were pastors. But now he considers himself more spiritual and all of that. So we got into that conversation. And he was telling me how he just believes Jesus is a prophet and he doesn't believe that there's going to be a rapture and all of that stuff. So I'm sitting there listening to him. And on the inside, I'm like, you got a decision to make, sis. Like, is this actually okay with you? Like, are you okay with dating someone who shares these beliefs? And so I said to him, I was like, I don't typically get into debates about religion with people or politics. I said, I believe what I believe. I don't try to convince nobody else to believe what I believe.
Right.
And I stay true to myself. Everything that you just said is different from what I believe. But
Major.
But he's clowning. I mean, he really is like really hyper right now.
Oh, he's so excited.
Yeah, I don't have no idea why. Maybe something good is about to happen because he's really excited. But I don't get into those type of conversations with people. I believe what I believe. I said, and even after you said all of that, I still believe what I believe. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
fine. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
That's one lesson I've learned. Don't try to convince people of stuff because you can't convince people. I've learned you can't convince people of nothing. Like just at this point, you just stand on what you believe, and if people resonate with it, they will, and if they don't, they won't. And why stress either way?
Right.
Why stress either way? Let me say some hellos real quick. Miss Jamaica Lachey is here with us. Good morning. And then let's see here. I thought I saw Miss Brenda Rose pop in here. I did. Hey, Miss Brenda Rose. Not Miss Brenda Rose. I'm sorry, Miss Ursula Ellis. I did see Miss Brenda Rose. I've been saying hi to Miss Brenda Rose, but Miss Ursula Ellis, there she is. Hey, good to see you. And then my mother-in-law is also here, Miss Sherry Pankey. Good morning, Lockstar family.
Thank you.
She was talking about the bonnet stuff. My mother-in-law, she get upset about bonnets, boy. She the kind of be like, young lady, now you know you get that's she one of them. Hey y'all, let's do this real quick. Let's I do want to read this comment, and I'm gonna bring up Pastor Rich Holmes. But my mother said, check on your friends or your girls or your guys too, because I was in the same boat with you. It just disappeared. When you see deep change in them, they seem to be shells of themselves, or zombie-like, or stuck and not themselves. Ask what happened. And if it's not, it might not be time to walk away or whatever, but it might not be time to walk away from that friendship. It might not be time to quit on it. They ain't call me. It might be time to like kind of boots a little bit deeper in, stick your heels in a little deeper and ask questions. Like, not yourself. And they might snap off on you. Like, who you to tell me that they might, but hey, take the risk. If they really love you, they'll come back around. Like, because there might be something else that's going on. They just don't want to talk about that's happening. And they might be creating these memories that they might be in the midst of their, let's not call it bad season or bad memory. They might be in the midst of a really hard lesson. They just might be in the midst of a hard lesson, and they're going to need to know where they can land when it's all said and done. And so, always be checking in. Let me do this. I'm going to bring up past star Rich Holmes. I'm not going to take a music break. So if anybody need to take a break, just let me know. Just let me know and we'll do that. But did my mic go out? Whoa. Are we improving StreamYard? Not right before we get rid of y'all.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all welcome to the stage. Right. Y'all welcome to the stage. Past star Rich Holmes will keep in on this convo.
Yo, what's happening? ZekeLive in the morning. You doing all right? Grind on the rocks.
Hey.
Lock. Hey. Lock stars. Locked in. Right now. Right here. Right now. Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
This morning, hat.
All right now, what's happening? Y'all all right? I got my little purple little royalty going on this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Shoot, feeling good about myself. Somebody
feel good
about yourself.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yes, sir. How you feeling today, Zeke? You all right?
What got you feeling good about yourself this morning, Doc?
What got me feeling good about myself is I just was a coach for my son's basketball team yesterday. I made it through without my feet hurting. Come on, somebody. I woke up this morning. I'm serious. I woke up this morning, didn't have the numbness and all that stuff, and I felt good today. So this was a day that I came to be excited, and I'm happy to feel good about myself because I see the work that I'm putting in, and I see the benefits of it. That's the thing, when you can see the benefits. Because sometimes when I don't see benefits, I get discouraged, man. I'd be like, I don't know if I want to do this another day. But man, you keep stacking those days, and Rhonda, I know you know what I'm talking about. You stack those days, and man, it gets better. So I'm celebrating a great day today. A little small venture. I didn't have no pain when I woke up this morning.
Woo! Hey, come on for the wins. Come on for the celebration of wins. It's funny you say that. Like, we just did that last music break.
Sure.
And I was out there and I was talking to Sticks, and she was just like, doctor said my iron levels are coming down in my blood. I was like, good, a small win, but that's a major win for us. I said, all right, keep going. Keep with the diet change. Keep with the that's a big so small wins. Look at that. Small wins all over the place. Yes. Small wins all over the place. That seem like small wins, but they really are major wins.
That's huge.
They really are major wins. Because I remember being on tour, Doc, and you be like, man, this is tough, man. This is tough. You know, if you ever been on tour with me, it's gonna be a lot of standing, walking, moving around, in and out of rooms, just can't sit down, just you know. And Rich was going through it. I feel bad for you, bro. Like, so this is a win, yes.
It was a win for sure. Yeah. Thank you for the support, Lock Stars. What's up, Miss Ursula Ellis? Mama Cynthia Cohen. What's happening, Pastor Mama Cynthia Cohen? All right. Y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for the support. But yeah, it's good feeling. So I woke up feeling real good this morning.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
It's good to celebrate it. Don't just diminish it. Like, I'm a big person to celebrate those moments. You know what I mean? Because when it goes the other way, it can stay on my mind for a long time when it doesn't go my way, right? So I want to celebrate it just as long as I be sitting in my mess. You know what I mean? So that's encouraging as well.
That's a really good principle right there. Actually, I think to take in, like, why you celebrate the little moments, and you know, like I'm bad for this. Rhonda got on me in the comments yesterday. Stop saying that. Stop that false humility. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but you should celebrate the good things. Like, and we are so conditioned not to celebrate that stuff because you're arrogant, you're cocky, you're so conditioned in our culture not to celebrate the good stuff. The problem with that is, though, you're going to beat yourself up about the littlest of bad things that happen. Like, you're going to really beat yourself. So why not, like, counteract that with the other side of the coin? Here's all the good things. You know, it's almost like the old thing of, you know, before you break up with somebody, take a sheet of paper, and on one side write all the good things, and on the other side write all the bad things. And if the bad things outweigh the good things, then throw that nigga away. But if the good stuff outweighs the bad, then maybe you still got something there. And oftentimes, because we're conditioned not to celebrate, at least publicly, not to celebrate all the good stuff, then we don't have anything sometimes to counteract or to pull from when life gets to life, and we don't have those testimony to pull back on of, that if he did it before, he can do it again. So I may be going through a rough patch right now, but I mean, this ain't the first time I've been through a rough patch. But if you don't remember if you don't stand on a memory of the time where you were brought out of a rough patch, then you might in that moment be thinking, oh my God, this always happens to me. I always get, without remembering, but wait, I got out of it. Like, that did happen, but it did end. Like, and it was something better on and if you don't celebrate the better, then you'll only remember the bad. And you'll shape your whole life around that. So I asked Rhonda this question, like, how does a story or a memory shape you for it? But my question to you, Doc, I guess would be the same thing, because I guess maybe you just kind of answered that a little bit, but like, you can remember what it was when the doctor was saying, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. Probably not the best memory you've had in your life. But now actually making some changes. So, maybe let me ask you this question like this. How do you stick through with changes that you need to make based on maybe a bad report, bad news, some you weren't expecting to hear, some you didn't want to hear, some you didn't want to experience, but now it creates the catalyst now for having to change? How do you stick through with that? How do you stick through with that?
I used to say the answer automatically was goals. Oh my goodness, let me make goals, let me set goals so I can reach these attainable goals. Now it's more or less about, let me prepare structures. How can I structure to keep myself on task, even when the days I don't feel like doing it, even when the days it ain't going to be, because I'm going to have a trial of many kinds, it's going to show up. So what can I do now to structure myself to keep me going? And how I do that is structuring my mind by keeping the main thing. Where is it that I ultimately want to end up in? If I believe this is a journey and I'm taking health seriously, I believe my end goal is health, right? So I'm going to do whatever it takes to try to stay on that journey of health. Even when setbacks come or items come to try to get me off focus, I can't stay in there, right? A lot of times I will make a mistake and make a bad choice one day, but then it goes to the next day making another bad choice, which stacks on another bad choice. And I just started changing. Let me stack better choices day by day. If I can do more better choices than I did bad choices, at the end, I think it'll help me get to my goal. So that was something I continue to focus on. Where is it that I want to end up in this journey, right? And the benefit for it. Why am I doing this, right? My why is my son. My why is my wife. My wife is my why is also just my life, right? I just want to choose life. I just want to enjoy everything that life has to bring. I want to embrace the ups. I want to embrace the downs. I want to embrace the challenges so I can always know that I can overcome it. Why? Because, of course, my relationship with God, I'm always come back to church. It's going to be my relationship with him that leads me through this journey. Because I want to be on this earth. God has me here for a purpose, for a plan. I don't want to cut it short. So I'm looking to develop structures that I can do that can help me with my spiritual life, my natural life, my physical life, my mental life. What are those things they're going to do to propel me to keep going forward, even when it's times I feel like giving up?
Yeah. It just reminds me of that saying, begin with the end in mind.
Come on, 7 Habits. Y'all quoting these 7 Habits around here. Stephen Covey. 7 habits. Keep the main thing. Begin with the end in mind. Those are two.
Begin with the end in mind. When you set that goal, that should be where you start. Like, my goal is to be healthier. So everything that I do daily, I make a daily choice to be healthier. If that means I park my car a little bit further back in the Walmart parking lot, so I get a few extra steps in.
That's real.
If that means I drink a little bit more water, or I opt for the sugar-free option, or just those small changes help contribute to the bigger picture. And I think that, just to underscore what Rich said, when people think about health, it's overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. You like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds by X day. You're beginning with that in mind. But if you lose 1/4 of a pound every day, you inching towards that goal. And I think it just gets so overwhelming when people think about like eating healthy or being healthy. Is it challenging? Yes, because it's different from what we normally do.
Sure.
But it's possible if you just make little changes, smallest change, getting more sleep. I was at the doctor Tuesday. I had an appointment, and the nutritionist or the dietitian was telling me that they did a study. People who got 5 hours of sleep or less lost muscle mass. They lost 75% muscle mass.
Is that why I'm so skinny? I can't put on weight.
You don't sleep.
People who got like the 7 hours to 10 hours of sleep gained 75% muscle mass.
Oh God.
So
I need to get some sleep.
So I know that it's like it doesn't seem like a big deal, but your sleep, going to bed a couple hours earlier, even just laying down like a few hours earlier, works wonders for your body. So, and I'm not Jenny Craig, y'all. I'm not Jillian Michaels. I've just learned a lot on this journey. And I just like to share what I've learned with other people. Like I start going to bed earlier because I get up really early and work out. But when I tell y'all, it sets the tone for my day. I promise you, I am so much better of a person when I work out in the morning. It is like better than any drug, truly. That dopamine, when it gets you going, and I listen to like inspirational stuff, or sometimes I listen to music, it depends, and I'm ready. I have clarity of mind. I feel like, I feel unstoppable when I work out in the morning. I just encourage people, even if you can just walk around your house. You ain't got to necessarily go outside if it's not safe, or you feel like you won't make it back home. Like that's what I said. Park your car a little further, or go to the grocery store and go down every aisle. Don't just go down the aisles of things that you need. Go up and down every single, all the way back to the pharmacy. Work your way back to the cash register. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. So
another thing that helped me out also with being on this journey as an assistant pastor with doing this health thing with it. I spend time with God during this moment now. So now I'm even a more another reason to want to get up and work out, another reason to want to get up and do that. And I add that with it. Before I was a person, you got to be in your prayer closet. You got to be sitting down in one space and you got to call on the name. But now it's just, we having conversations like I'm talking to y'all. I'm doing my jog. I'm doing my workout, whatever it is. Like, you got to help me on this next set now. I got a little time. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But those moments, I think, are very important because it helps even with communicating with God to rely on his strength, even in my weak moments when I don't feel. And it's something that you can do tangibly. It's right then and there. It's not something you have to wait for the sweet by and by or some anointed oil to hit your head. No, these are practical things you can do and take an action that we're doing every day, and it keeps you in constant communication. I would encourage people to add that to it if that's a challenge for you, to get out and be motivated to work out. Hey man, let me spend my 10, 20 minutes with God while I'm doing this workout. You know what I mean? That can help you out with that as well.
Yeah, go on YouTube and just pull up. You can listen. There's prayers about everything.
That's true.
I mean, you don't even have to be the person praying. You could just listen to it and let it like saturate your spirit. And I have a list of them. If you ever need, please reach out to me. I can send you so many YouTube videos, so many like 25-minute sermons that just kind of get you going. It's just the encouragement that you need. That's when I spend time with God, in the gym.
It's good.
Like that 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. period when the world is quiet. Nobody's calling me. I don't have to worry about nobody interrupting me.
Yes.
It is the best time.
I'm working on that.
Really center in. And then you can handle the world. When the sun come up and hell start breaking loose in the land, you already girded up. You got everything that you need.
Going. Yeah, you already got the day going. Yeah.
I got to work on that 4 a.m. round. You got to pray with me on that one at 4 a.m. I'm about 6. I'm with you around 6.
Listen to me. I'm telling you, it is hard. It is the hardest thing that I do every day.
Okay.
But I promise you, it's life changing. It is
Mhm.
life changing. There is
Okay.
nothing going on in my life at 4 a.m. except me and that treadmill, or me and them weights,
I like
and
that.
me and Pastor Hannah on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
there, so it and by the time like 5:30 hits, I'm good. I don't have to think about working out no more, because working out is not like my favorite thing to do. But
Mhm.
once I get it over with, I'm done. I can move on. My days, I can do whatever I want in the evening. If I need to record, I can. I don't have that looming over my head. And plus, I've spent that quality time with God, and I just feel so much better.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Y'all know what I just heard in that conversation, and I know this is not what we was talking about necessarily. So yeah, I'm always looking at something way deeper, way left field. But what I heard in that was, I guess in our generation, it's becoming a lot more, maybe acceptable is the word I want to use here. A lot more acceptable to recognize that people find God in different ways. So like, let me find God while I'm exercising. Like Richard just said, like, it used to be wake up at 4 a.m., go lay on your face, prostrate, call out for Jesus, do that every day. And for me, that just like, I don't know if ADHD or what, but that just don't work. Like that just, it be times where I do, don't get me wrong. It is sometimes where I am in that mode. There have been times where even with like my group, I call, hey, y'all, we're going to do a 5 a.m. prayer every day this week. Before I signed my record contract, we did a 5 a.m. prayer for like 10 days in a row. Like every single day. That's why I love Rita, because if it was nobody else on there, it was me and Rita praying until somebody else joined on. And so it are times where I do that, where I consecrate and do that kind of stuff like that. But I'm with y'all. Like I find God more on taking a drive. Like it be them times where and it might be 3 a.m. and I hey Sticks, I got to take a drive. I'm not in.
Wow.
And all right, God, go ahead. Like, and I'm just
Wow.
But that's where the mind clears. That's where I'm not doing nothing else. Phone ain't on. Maybe some music is playing. Like, and it's not necessarily Jesus, it ain't necessarily that. Maybe our generation is becoming more acceptable to the idea of just letting people find God how they will, because I don't know, the way that the results they'll have, because it's a way they truly desire and they really could resonate, the results will be better in the end versus trying to do it will work for somebody else. At the end of the day, back in the day when people worked physical jobs, you weren't waking up at 4 a.m. to go try to do a workout. Then you got to go work this really heavy physical job. You were getting the workout all through the day. So it's like, I need to sleep in. I need to take a minute and settle. I need to. Now we work at desk jobs and we do, so it's like, I got to work out. But okay, if I got to do something I don't like to do, how can I add to that? And then change up even how my prayer life moves, because my schedule changed, my physicality changed, all that. And I just think it's becoming more acceptable. And I love just hearing that from people. You know what I mean? I really love that. Yeah.
I think growing up, sometimes people, I guess we all grew up PKs, but sometimes it just made prayer seem so intimidating, right? Like, cry out. And you're like, Jesus. Like, I don't think I'm crying out. Why do I have to do that?
Yeah.
Why do I have to, Jesus. Like, he's already near.
Come on.
You can hear me? I don't have to scream and yell and do. I don't feel like I need to do all of that. And I think sometimes we make prayer seem like it's this task, this like burdensome thing that we have to do. You got to get down on your knees and you got to cry out to him and you got to. And I'm just like, well, I talk to God all day. I thought prayer was a conversation. I talk to him and he speaks back to me. Not audible, but I'm glad that you said that, Zeke, because I think that needs to be said, right? We need to tell people that you don't always have to be screaming and hollering and laying on your face and rolling around. Like sometimes those emotions do overtake you, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes that in worship, like you just worship. It's not even about prayer and asking him for anything. You just in worship and you're just so grateful that that's the way that it comes out.
You don't want to see my basement after it's done. Shoot, my basement be full up. My God. I'll be just as quiet at church. Hallelujah.
Yeah. But I think we have to stop making it seem like it's this mandate that is the only way that God hears you, is if you are crying out and screaming and yelling. Like it, when I'm in the gym, I can't do all that.
Especially not at Planet Fitness. They're gonna ring that bell on you.
Okay,
Walk alert! Like
something is wrong. So you have to just. I'm still praying, but I'm not like. Now there was a few times where I was like, "All right, I'm stirring up. Like let me go to the room because something is happening during this prayer."
But I imagine with any relationship that would be the case, right? We talk about having a relationship with God. It's more than just me, the lowly human, and God, the distant guy in the sky deity. And so I have to do the things that appease the deity and keep him from wanting to beat me up. Like I imagine that if you have a relationship with anybody, those relationships are gonna have times of high passion, high excitement. They're gonna have times of just sitting down, chilling, just having a vulnerable conversation. They're gonna have times where you're not so happy with each other, and you and the passion comes out a different way. I mean, that's just what relationships are. I would also argue, though, that if prayer is a conversation, and I know we weren't necessarily talking about this, but we don't want to here we are now. If prayer is a conversation with God, then I would imagine that the one who has the more important things to say and the bigger insight, the bigger knowledge needs to be the one who's talking the most, and the one who's the lowly one needs to be doing the most listening. So being slow to speak, quick to listen. And I think that also should translate not just in our human relationships, but in our relationship with the divine and our conversation with the divine. And so a prayer life that is all you talking, screaming, yelling, crying, doing all of that, probably have a lot of space left for listening, meditating, thinking, opening your eyes and seeing where he might be speaking. It probably ain't got a whole lot of space like that. And that's why I say I've had more success in prayer life. For me personally, I can't speak for nobody else. It got to a point where all the crying and all the other stuff like that, all the yelling out, all that, like when was I listening? I can't hear over hallelujah. I can't hear nothing over that. Can't hear nothing over that. So it takes me to shut up at some point.
That's good.
And open my eye and just meditate. Okay, now I've made the ask. I've done the supplication. I've done the supplicating. I've done that, if that's a word. I don't know, but y'all know what I mean when I say it. I've done the grievance. I've done all that part. I got it off my chest. Now, let me just let God answer now. It's a conversation, not just a me calling out. And sometimes having your mind somewhere else that takes your mind off of stuff, is a good way to do that. For somebody, that might be sitting down playing your game on your phone, like, because you ain't thinking about nothing else, and you just got a chance. For somebody else, it's taking a drive. For somebody else, it's working out. Somebody else is taking a walk. For somebody else, it's just sitting down, just looking at a blank wall, like. And I know people who are that way, but you know what I mean, like, but a real emphasis on listening, hearing, seeing God, like not just screaming and yelling just because that is a way to express. I'm not throwing it away. But I am saying that maybe that shouldn't be the only thing in your repertoire. That's all.
I mean, think about if you have a conversation with a person, right? Like, y'all need to have a serious conversation. They come in, they yelling, screaming, crying, saying everything that they need to say, and then they pack up and go. And you like,
right? You didn't give me a chance to fix it. Like, I got the answer. But
can you imagine how God feels when we do all of this, and then we like, all right, amen. We going about our day, and he like, I had something to say. I was gonna actually tell you how to fix that, but you didn't listen. So go ahead out there and carry on. You'll be back tomorrow hollering and screaming. But when are you going to take some time to listen? That is so good, Zeke. I am so glad that you said that. That is so good for me, especially because I am a hooping and hollering person. I'm getting better, but I do hoop and I do holler sometimes.
Come on and hoop one time.
But that's the problem. How many of our churches have leaned us into that because of the emotional response? And so we leave saying that there was a great move of the Spirit because the Holy Spirit took over and everybody was slain and crying out and doing. And I'm not knocking that, but to me, I've learned this, especially over the past few years, working on some of the other things that I've worked on that weren't even in church spaces. I realized that true healing wasn't happening in those moments. That was just an expression that would get you to the healing. And we got stuck on the expression, calling that a move of God. And for me, I started saying, no, a move of God does just that. It changes things. It moves things. So if I'm coming down to have a deliverance, say a deliverance service, and I'm coming down to get deliverance this Sunday, and then 2 weeks later, I'm coming back down to get deliverance from the same thing. And then 2 weeks later, I'm back. And then the next week, I'm back. Like either ain't no power coming off that pulpit.
Yeah.
Either I'm not listening, but whatever's happening, like God really ain't at movement because
church ain't got no power.
Not changing.
Yeah,
right.
Church ain't
got no power.
Church ain't got no power.
I ain't got no listening ability. Whatever it is, something's not changing.
Right.
And that means that something should probably be readjusted in now in my approach to the situation that I say I need deliverance from. Maybe that means that there's some steps I need to do to get me out of this situation. Maybe that's somebody I need to meet. Maybe that means and if I just sit back and listen, and God speaks in so many different ways. He might speak through somebody. So that person that I keep right now, I don't need to hear none of that right now. Maybe that person is telling you something. They don't even know why they feel inclined to tell you, hey, you call this number. Maybe that's the very number you needed to hear so that you can have something. But because no, right now I'm just in my prayer closet. Like here go the answer coming right through you, and your prayer closet blocked you off.
Yeah,
because you don't never come out the closet.
Come on out the closet.
Come on out the closet in whatever way you feel like.
Out.
Closet. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Just come on out.
Real.
No,
but I think of Elijah, right? Elijah was in that same situation. He knew God one way, and he had to learn God another way. And upon finding out by learning God another way, he found out he was wrong about quite a bit. Namely, that he was the only one who was doing what he was doing. Because no matter how holy you think you are, and I think Elijah might have a case, biblically speaking, to say he was the very close with God. He was so close with God. He was the prophet of God. All the miracles, I think anybody could have a case for being holier than thou. It might be somebody like Elijah. And even he got something wrong. That he was the only one. Like, oh, I'm the only one out here doing this. And then when he sat back and had to be pulled away from everything else in the midst of his depression and everything else, come to find out, man, there's like 7,000 other people doing the same thing you're doing, bro. Like, what are you like? And cities back then, if you using numbers like 7,000, that's basically like everybody. Like, I mean, so like, what are you doing thinking you the only one? Like, like, how did you get there? How did you miss me?
Yeah.
As holy as you are, how did you miss me to realize that I was also working through other people, other situations? And again, when you find that way to just pull back and listen, it changes the game. It changes the game, and it might send you down the trajectory that you did not think was going to be possible. You might even realize that some of those memories, so watch, I'll pull this back around. You might even realize how some of those memories and those situations may have just been set up for you to go through them. And all along, it was intended to be that way. And now God is like showing you how to get out, but instead you get stuck where you are and you crying out and you snotting and all that. Let the Lord talk to you. Listen sometimes,
You get through snotting.
I thought you said some major things with that meditation stuff is huge, man. I'm a big proponent, there it is, of that right now, looking to be better at meditation, man, and listening and not always talking so much, but learning when it's time to be silent, but learning when it's time to use your voice and speak up too, even in prayer, even with communication. But I love that analogy you gave, Rhonda. That was so good. Because if my son came just screaming, hollering, and then ran out, no, what you doing, boy? We need to talk. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Such a prophetess.
Yeah.
Prophet on the rocks.
On the rocks. Prophet on the rocks.
Prophet on the rocks.
For such a time right now, because we need you. We
Yeah.
did this go. Oh my goodness.
Hey, listen, the prophets' voices are speaking and they coming through. I think prophetic voices are coming through
Yeah.
places. This is a whole nother. We can talk about this.
Oh, don't you do it, Zeke. Don't
I-
you
I-
do it.
I'm just getting more bold with saying it. I think that some of the people who wearing the title prophet ain't profiting at all. They just profiting.
Yes,
Might
I
as well
agree.
change a couple letters.
Yeah.
And still use the same word. They ain't got to change the word prophet. They just got to change how they spell it. And
Yeah.
they'll be all right. Because I think a lot of the most prophetic voices right now are coming from places that you would not consider prophetic voices. I think
Mhm.
comedians, I think stand-up comedians are some of the most prophetic voices right now.
I agree.
Without any shame, speaking truth to power. It may be funny, it may be laced with cussing. You may not even hear the name Jesus in there. But I think they calling us back to, in their own way, what God's heart for humanity is, at least calling stuff out when other people are scared. I think some of the most prophetic voices is our own mamas sometimes. Like, hey, you think about this, consider this. Elderly voices. That's why the Bible tells you respect your elders, care about your elders, because they got wisdom, and some of that wisdom is prophetic for today's day and age. And we write that stuff off to listen to some nut job who gonna charge you, a few $1,000s plus conference fees and all that stuff like that, so that they can tell you that God is gonna work in your favor. Well, I'm gonna tell you for free. It didn't cost you nothing to hear it here, y'all. You're better. You're free. Everything's gonna be all right. That's all that prophet is telling you, anyways. I just gave you that for free. Now you can choose to go pay $3,000.
You gotta say yay, Zeke. You gotta say yay. First, say
that's right.
yay. That's what.
And that's the problem. I didn't preface it with "Thus saith the Lord." There we go. Now you can feel.
All right.
Hear me in the spirit. I gotta say it that way.
There
Hear
it
me
is.
in the spirit. Thus saith the Lord to you. You're better. You're free, and everything's gonna be all right. Everybody who sounds so deep, all they did was change their accent, say "Thus saith the Lord," and do one of them, and they ain't said nothing but what I just told you.
Oh Lord,
you're gonna be all right. It's gonna work out. But where the real prophets at, raising up their voices and saying, "Hey, this BS y'all doing over here, God don't like that. Y'all need to fix that."
Clean that up.
Where they at? There's comedians and movie stars and other people like that that's doing that these days. So, anyways, let's round table up out of here.
Sure.
I
want
get off
to
on a
lay you on your
tangent.
bonus, Zeke. You
I get on a tangent. My mother-in-law said, "Rhonda, she don't know about 4 a.m. But working out does help that mentally and physically." Yeah,
Come on.
She don't know about doing it at 4 a.m. though.
Join me at 4 a.m. Y'all, the world be quiet.
Well, I'm tough.
Yeah, 4 a.m. is not the easiest thing in the world.
It's a blessing. Hey, man, there's something in there, Rhonda. I want you to get it and share it with everybody else. Shoot, I may join you one day.
Yeah.
One day. I didn't even get up at 4 a.m. prayer yet.
I'll be a laborer for him. I'll be a laborer for him, okay? At 4 a.m. I'll be a laborer. Huh? Yeah. I'll be a laborer. Yeah.
Hallelujah. I can't touch that. Can't touch this. Come on, you can't touch that.
Hopkins Park used to do his hands like this all the time.
Oh,
praising the Lord. It's
real when you get there.
Yeah.
It's real.
Shout out to
you got a windshield wiper praise.
Right.
You gotta have the windshield wiper.
You got the shake the baby praise.
Yeah.
You got the Rondo on the rocks. I'm gonna toss it to you first. There you go.
Well, hello everyone. Surprise, I joined you on a Thursday, but I'm so glad that I did. Today was just great. We always have great conversation on this show, and I hope that everyone had a takeaway. But if you need a little bit more, please go out and check out. Don't go out, go in. I don't know. And check out Zeke and I's Rondo on the Rocks episode. It is on YouTube. I dropped the link in the chat, but if you need it again, just go to my Instagram or Zeke's Facebook because I tagged him in it. Please, 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 please go listen. It's a really good episode that we are very, very proud of. And I hope that you get something from it. It is Thug It Out Thursday, Thankful Thursday, and we are thankful today. I am thankful for you, and we are thankful for God. Have a good day. Enjoy. Do something that you love. See y'all at 4 a.m. in the gym.
You see y'all. I don't know about us, but you see y'all in the gym.
Yes.
Pastor Rich Holmes. You know what
indeed.
does.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Another great episode, another great conversation of ZekeLive in the morning with special guests and special host today. Miss Rhonda. You know, we love to see Rhonda, don't we? I hope something was said today to encourage you. I know something was said to motivate you on today. One thing that I highlighted, I love this conversation. I love what Zeke was talking about, that meditation. Oh my goodness. To meditate, and I like to meditate on the things of God. Also to meditate on what moves is it that I want to make. Meditate also with if there's different industries I want to get in. I got to get an understanding of it. But what am I meditating on? Listening to the words of God. I want to hear something that I know that's coming from him that's going to impact me to make a great movement for the rest of the week and for the rest of the day and even for the rest of my life. Hey guys, like I always say, life is choice driven. You'll live and die by the choices you choose to make. I got a hint for you. Choose life. God, thank you for this time of coming together. Thank you for every word that was shared, every story that was shared. I hope that people, our lock stars, listened and heard the words that were said today, and that it take root. And Holy Spirit, we pray that you produce a biblical harvest for us. We thank you for the impact that was made today, that we are making a mark that will not be erased. And God, we thank you for blessing us. Thank you for keeping us even in the midst of whatever it is that we're going through. Lord, thank you for holding our hands, and you are standing right with us to get through it just another day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen and amen. Well, y'all, another great episode, ZekeLive in the morning. I appreciate all of y'all being here with us on today. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what I'm going to do next week. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I think next week, I've really been thinking about just taking the week off next week from ZekeLive in the morning and taking some days so I can get that plus 5 hours of sleep maybe. I was supposed to be off this week, and that did not happen. I've been to work every single day, like literally every single day.
Yeah,
supposed to be off, and that didn't happen. So I might have to adjust my week next week. So we'll see what happens with that. Because after last week, boy, I'm exhausted. So y'all keep your boy in prayer. Hey, if you ain't heard it nowhere else, I'm telling you 3 things. You're better, you're free, and everything's gonna be all right. And for those of y'all who just need to just hear it from the prophet voice, thus saith the Lord. Hear me in the spirit. Hear me in the spirit. Hold on. Put me on the center screen.
Oh!
Put me on the Ishaba. You. I'm looking at you. You're better. I heard the Lord say you're free.
Hey!
And I heard the Lord say that everything is gonna be all right.
Woo! Woo!
Now,
hallelujah! Praise him with the aluminum pan.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Praise him with the aluminum pan.
The aluminum pan. Ooh, he's good. He's good.
He's good.
Ooh.
Lift up.
Come on and take out your devices. I want you to put the giving on the screen.
For the breath of life. Yes.
For those who just needed to be followed up. Like, listen. That's all you. If you can believe those 3 things, you'll be all right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Honest to God, on this Thursday. Enjoy the day. Find something good to do, like Rhonda said. Go ahead and find a good thing to do. Miss Ursula Ellis says, amen. Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen says, another great show. My mother-in-law says, beautiful messages from y'all. Just all kinds of wonderful stuff. All the wonderful comments. Let the race for the last comment begin now. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I'll be in my kimono for Kimono Fridays.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, every Friday, because I
don't have Fred tune in for this one. It's gonna be interesting. All right, come on.
Well, you noticed that every Friday pretty much I got on a kimono. The last couple weeks I had on a suit because I had to be at different stuff. But yeah.
Okay, kimono life. Let's do it, Zeke.
Well, I love y'all. I'll see y'all. Rhonda, it was good having you here today. All right, y'all.
Bye.
We can just say we have no sense. That's the last comment. No sense. Look at that. Look at that. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.